do.
So are you.
And so are you. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're here. We're queer, and we're quoting vines like proper millennials in the green room. So, welcome back. It's been some time. It's been some time. We've had just we're playing. It doesn't matter. Welcome to episode 3 of the final season. So I'm just gonna hand it off to Humaloo with the beginning of intros. So go ahead.
Oh, hi everyone, it's me. I am Hamalu. I am the storyteller today. I use they, them pronouns. My question for the group before they introduce who they are playing and themselves is Brett Summer has officially ended recently. I'm going to be seeing Charlie soon. I'm very excited. If you were to use one word to name your summer, what would it be? Mine would be anxiety summer.
Hi everyone. My name's Satan or less Vamp on the internet. I'm gonna be playing Bella, our city elf rogue. God, I was trying to do the one word, but I guess I'll do just rot summer because it was either work or I was in bed rotting. Full-time job, baby. I hate
Rot
it.
summer is valid. Who you playing?
So Bella, city elf rogue.
Hello, everyone. I am Torn or Torn Talks Creativity. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing Alani, pronouns any, all, and that is our Teventer Soparati, our giant, scary elven woman, who I very much love and kind of hate at the same time. It's cool. As far as my summer, I said so, but it's definitely what summer? What happened? Where are we? And what time is it? It's been
What
so
day is
What's
busy.
my name?
I don't know. I only know it because it's on the screen. Anyway, that's fine.
Hi everyone, I am K Phoenix or K on the internet. I use they, them pronouns. I play our Mortalitasi mage, Ophelia von Canel, who goes by she, her pronouns. One word for my summer, I could probably sum it up as probably like heart-wrenching, but like in a good way, and Hamalu knows why.
I think we all know why.
We all
Shocked
know
Pikachu
why.
face. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why?
I was emotionally destroyed in the best way possible.
Consensually, obviously.
Okay, that's me.
That's me.
Now, hi everyone, I'm Val. This is my channel. Today I bring to you Robin Cadret, our lowborn merchant dwarf, who uses she, they pronouns. I myself, you can call me whatever you want. What's up? And as far as like one word to describe my summer, was, man, I don't have anything catchy. I did rot a lot, but I also moved a lot. New apartment summer. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I feel
It can
like
be rot summer with me. It's fine.
I did have a pretty rotten summer. Like, I rotted a good bit this summer because I had to make sure I took care of myself today. And rotting is self-care sometimes.
Yeah, it's
So,
just it's like
yeah.
ripening, you know.
Yeah. I had to kind of like get ready
Yeah.
for my favorite time of the year. I'm not allowed to go out in the sun with my meds, like, so it's just sort of like, you know, yeah. I did have a pretty vibing summer, so I would say vibe summer. I did have good vibes.
Vibe summer is a good one.
Yeah, I did have a good vibe this summer. That being said, if you, I don't know if you want us to rot or have good vibes. If you want to change the vibes here on this channel, you can do so with bit, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies gives her a reroll. Subscribe to the channel gives us an auto crit. Donating $5 gives us auto potions or focus points, and donating $10 you can create a character, or there's a sliding scale of donations where you just give the GM an idea. Like, just make something happen. You know,
Also,
you can make a kobold happen by the name of Cheez-It
Yeah.
if you
Cheez-Its.
want. You can make the Iron Bull appear if you want. You can, like, do all of those things if you give me money. And that money goes back to two things. One, maintaining the channel, and two, paying for my cat's cardiologist.
you could also have us just have no vibes and just shut us off for a lot of
You
money.
could.
If you have the money,
Yeah.
we'll do it.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want us to stop, we'll stop. It's $10,000.
You just have to pay for it. It's $10,000.
You have to pay for it. It's $10,000. we'll stop. I mean, we'll stop going live. We'll still play with each other and
Yeah.
finish it off ourselves and like even record it and post it later.
But you don't have to watch
But
it.
you don't have to watch it. You don't have to be here.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it. So, hello, my friend
Yeah.
who I've had 7 internet babies with at this point.
Lots of babies.
Lots of internet babies. 61 months of
Yeah.
internet babies. Take it away.
Hello. Andarana Tashan, everybody. Last session, we saw Elena talking with her boss, Caesar Titus, making some arrangements about what he needed her to do, and him heading off to Saharan, I'm sure for perfectly innocent reasons. Elena then invited the group to a guest home near the coast where they could talk about a planned arrangement. The group helped them take out Eleanor Bondas, and then, in turn, they are helped out of Tevinter safely. The group agreed and takes their rest in this guest home. The conversation turns more honest now in the privacy of this place. Eleni takes 2 private calls using magic mirrors. One learning that Cesar is close to completing the project he is working on, and a mysterious voice for the other, assuring Eleni that she knows what to do, that the time to act may be soon, and that she can reach out to find a safe escape route should she need it. Some retail therapy is enjoyed by Robin and Ophelia, and Bella watches Eleni work as she seeks out information on Eleanor's return. Apparently, it will be soon, and one of the possible spots she will visit is a temple to the old gods. As we rejoin the party, there's going to be some regrouping, and hopefully a little bit of scouting perhaps at said temple. So I want to know, how do we suppose the group are going to reunite before heading to this next location? Some of us are in town, indulging a little. Others have just got around to speaking to some rich fancy folks. How do you think you're going to reconnect?
And taking their knickknacks.
A knickknack was stolen, yes. Liberated. A knickknack was
liberated.
liberated. It probably didn't belong
Exactly.
to them in the first place
Found
anyway.
a better home.
Yeah.
In my pocket.
I think Eleni would take the carriage back to the summer home to collect as many eyes as possible and a few of the more observant servants there as well.
Hopefully they're not literally taking eyes, although I feel like that is also in the wheelhouse of Eleni's skill sets.
I mean, we're just going to see how the story goes, okay?
It'd be a great
Sure.
bonding moment for Bella and Eleni is all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Are the other 2 going to be heading back to the guest house also?
Yeah, to drop off their purchases.
Yes.
Ophelia wants to change into her fabulous new robes.
Of course. Of course.
Just remember
Absolutely.
to have clean socks because, like, you gotta always have clean socks and underwear. Like, that is essential to travel.
Clean dry socks.
Yeah,
Clutch.
clean dry socks
Underrated.
all the time. Yeah, and, like, when you're traveling, I also recommend just always double up on your socks because it always helps. Yeah.
Blisters are awful.
Lieutenant Dan taught me that. Sorry.
I'd like to think that it's like Eleni and Bella have just arrived at that conversation, and
Yeah.
the drop off of Elena's comment there was in character. So some changing has happened. You have arrived back.
I would first ask the like keepers and the cleaners of the house just any updates since we've been going.
Nothing to report. Things have been settled in the house and quiet.
Just thank them.
Everybody
and
was
then,
out.
And well, that's not true. The fiance was here with
Oh.
the construct.
You're correct. Oh, and I remember we wanted a little scene. I recall.
They're gonna be at the beach, I think.
There, yeah. In fact, that might be what they report. That it didn't take terribly long before the elf who was still here and the stone construct left to wander down a little path that leads down to the coast. and they have not yet returned.
Charo
So
and swim trunks of the margarita.
little like umbrellas.
Yeah.
So he's able to walk okay.
I would say so for the most part.
Bella
They
just
were
looks at Eleni
going
and like,
going at
I
a steady
said
pace.
good. One would be able to do that, especially if he's able to notice things we might need him.
he's very
Um,
attentive.
I need two for more eagle-eyed with me. Saying to the house help.
Yeah. Do you want to bring any of them with you?
Yeah, just two of
Yeah.
them.
Okay. Yeah, two are given. One is a young male elf who maybe looks like this is his first assignment on his own, like his first job. Because he was perhaps just the child of people who worked in the household up until recently, but now he is old enough to start doing work himself.
Yeah.
The woman that you're checking in with assures you that he'd probably the best to bring with because he notices everything.
Good. All right.
And one other, like a groundskeeper, basically.
Gotcha.
Or it's kind of part of their job. But she says the younger one is probably going to be better suited to what you need anyway. But the pair can go with you.
Excellent. Pack up and you'll be with the driver.
So eventually Eleni can kind of come back into where the group are.
Yeah. I think she kind of notices all the bags and just so is fruitful.
Oh yeah, we had a great time. Found a niche market.
Yeah. Lots of people who think they're very important. Anyway.
Well, those are the people that like to spend money to keep that fantasy alive.
Yeah. Our favorite Ilinar is on the way, I believe. And we'll be taking a route. Circuitous route might be the best way to say it. I think we should go check it out first, see if we notice anything, any way to funnel her, keep her there. It will be out of most people's eyes
Set
and
a
make
trap.
our job a lot easier. Yes,
Sounds good.
if you're willing to go.
Yeah, I mean, you hired us, didn't you?
All right. Well, be prepared. Don't know if anyone's waiting for us. And she will go gather everything.
Are the rest of you going to be waiting for your stone construct and fiance to return?
Bella will.
Okay. Feel free to wander down to the coast should you wish also, or you guys can wait.
No, she'll once she knows where he's at, she'll wander down to them.
Okay. When you get there, you will see an interesting sight. And from a distance, what you see is Sharo he's kind of he was wearing more casual clothing because he didn't feel the need to put on the full chain body suit thing that the Dalish warriors are sometimes known to wear. So he's got whatever breeches he was wearing rolled up just up past his knees. And because I love the art that shows that the Valasline designs actually extend off of the face. I think he's got some interesting patterns on his legs too that kind of match the June patterning. So he is standing in the water, as is Finch. And at first it just looks like they're just standing there being quite chill, and just enjoying getting some water on their feeties. But the closer you get, you can see that Shadow is holding, it looks like he's managed to make a makeshift fishing rod of sorts. It's nothing too advanced, but he is a master craftsman. So he managed to get some to like just create this just a loose little fishing rod. And then you see a sudden movement. Like Finch is quite steady and just looks like they're enjoying the sea air and looking out into the great expanse of water. Um, and then you see a sudden super lightning quick movement from Finch, and you realize that he's given Finch like a little spear of sorts. There's
Spearfishing.
there's a
I was like, he's
discarded
gigging.
fishing rod. Yeah, there's a discarded fishing rod on the coast because I think he probably tried to teach Finch fishing and it didn't go very well. So now there's just the sharpened part of the stick, and Finch is trying to you don't know if it's successful or not because being just
Lightning
at this
movement
part of the
from a stone
coastline,
construct.
yeah, they can't when they mean to, they can move very
Yeah.
fast. But in the waves like this at the sea, it might not be the easiest place to do spearfishing, but Finch is giving it their very best.
He's just happy to
Um,
be there.
yeah. But at the sound of your feet on the sort of stony part before you get to the sand, you'll see the shark kind of turns around and looks at you.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Having fun.
Yeah, trying to teach Finch how to fish.
How's that going?
Mm. Mixed results.
I'm glad you two are getting along and finding some bonding time together.
Yeah. Maybe should have picked a different task. Kind of looks over at Finch, who turns around and kind of spots you, and then does the slow.
Are you having fun, Finch?
Yes.
I think this is the perfect test. She'll say to Sharon.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Venom?
Better. Mostly. I just have to make sure that I'm casting mostly from arms and not like full upper body movements. It's kind of hurting the old torso a little bit. But I've been through worse. I mean, I crawled my way out of the deep roads with you all with a broken leg, so.
I know. I am aware of all your heroic efforts.
I can't decide what's more painful, the broken leg and having to walk on it, or getting gutted.
Well, you got to rest soon after getting gutted, so I think maybe the constant use of your broken leg might have been a little bit worse.
Yeah.
You still have a little bit of a new gates because of it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't know.
It's not that noticeable.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to just being able to retire from the heroics and fighting and just building again.
I'm sorry. I know it's
Oh.
been some time. I didn't expect for this to happen. I was hoping after everything we could at least have a break before something else fell upon us.
Yeah. That's fine. Guess we can get back and. I mean, we have a wedding to plan, so.
We do. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Have you noticed anything important while I was gone?
I think a lot of the servants were watching me.
I'm sure they were. Did you give them a good show?
No,
Oh,
I don't do shows. I get
is he
uncomfortable
shirtless
when
or
people.
wearing shirts? And
He's
wearing
got a
shirts?
he's got a
I'm
shirt
just
on, yeah.
asking. Okay. Well,
I get uncomfortable when too many people are looking at me, so.
I'll tell Lenny to tell the workers here to lay off. I'm watching you so much then. No doubt that's by her word that they're doing it.
maybe. We aren't mysterious strangers, so,
Mysterious strangers, guests or captives of our dear Lenny.
I don't think it's Eleni that we're captives of.
No. I guess she's just the guard. Want to know exactly what is happening here, why, what exactly we stepped into. It should have been just a retrieve of Ophelia's uncle, but now we're in Tevinter of all places, deep in some political plans of bringing back the dead and making Tevinter great again.
This place makes me uncomfortable.
Yes,
There's
it
a
should.
reason the Dalish don't really come to these lands.
There's a reason elves shouldn't overall come to these lands.
There are plenty who are here.
I'm sure. This situation with Eleanor might be coming to a head soon, as she's well aware people are watching out for her arrival, thanks to Eleni. She's quite smart, I will give her that.
Well, I'm, as ever, I will do as I'm instructed.
I'd rather you recover before you throw yourself at more danger.
Sure, I'd rather we just got out of here as quickly as we could.
I know, me too.
Okay.
Just a few more days. We'll get out.
Okay.
You should give him a kiss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll kiss her back.
Are you done fishing for the day?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you catch any fish, Finch?
Finch will turn around, and I think on the end of the stick is like a lemon sole style, just a flat fish that they managed to get because they tend to they can come
Like
up
a
close to
flounder.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just kind of like raises it into the air triumphantly, and then gives you guys a thumbs up.
Your mom would be so proud. Come on, let's show her.
Kind of lowers it and extends it towards you guys. Do you eat this?
Yes, we can. We can see if we can prepare it for dinner tonight.
Trying to poison us.
You're
That's
not
poisonous
there.
here.
You're
Oh, I
not
thought you
here.
came back. You just was talking to you? Okay. Never mind, you're all dead.
Leave me alone.
Lemon solar edible.
Yeah.
Um,
Just have
I
to
am
kill them,
absolutely just fucking with them.
Oh. That is a very poisonous breed of fish.
Then we can just serve it to you.
Yeah, so Finch will kind of walk back holding the stick. Eventually you guys will see certainly Bella and Sharo will come in. Finch is on the outside, but is gonna slowly like crane themselves to the side to look in the window, look in another window, crane themselves down to look in a finally sees Robin and like just slowly lifts up the stick with a fish on it and gives you a thumbs up.
Oh, good job, buddy. You did that all by yourself. You can't catch and release when you spear them, though. Gotta eat it now. You can't waste an animal that way.
You can hear like muffled through glass, but you can hear the voice saying, "I do not eat fish."
Well, okay, we'll eat it for you. It's fine. Actually, I could really use the bladder of that. Thanks.
You can head out and fetch the stick. Finch knows that getting inside of this building is a little tricky for them, so they're happy to hang out on the outside. Okay.
Anyway,
So,
it's time to set a trap.
sure. What's our next step, Eleni?
We'll travel to the temples, see if we see anything useful, and look for pinch points. That's my thought, anyway. So,
Well,
if you're ready,
well, we could be, but it depends on. Do you think she will have many people with her?
no. I think she'll be trying to sneak back in, especially because most of the common ways that she would go are now broken. So,
True. Do you know how many exits and entryways this temple has?
yes.
This is where you elaborate.
You asked me a direct question. What do you mean to elaborate on?
How many exits and entryways does this temple have?
How about you will see? Plus, I'm sure there are others that could be morphed if you wanted to be.
Well,
Okay.
from my experience fighting her, she may be alone, but she will not stay alone for much longer with her magic.
Yes, that is always a possibility, which is why I think we should all look.
Okay.
So yes, I will load up probably like 2 wagons, maybe. And then I will ride on the outside with the 2 elves
Okay.
on one of them. Yeah.
If
Nice.
Sharo says he is okay to fight, obviously Bella won't stop him, but it depends on how he's feeling.
He's happy to rest for just now.
Sit down.
Yeah. At the moment, you guys are scouting, so he is
Yeah.
quite happy to.
And being that this is
Sit and chill.
a game of subterfuge, I think that we need to leave Finch behind as well, because
Yeah.
very noticeable to have a giant stone being just walking around, or even just standing still. Very noticeable, like kind of thing.
Ophelia
Okay.
will bring Birdie with her, but ask him to go invisible.
Sure. Okay. So will the 3 of you, OG party, be going in your own carriage, and Eleni on a separate one?
Sure.
I'll say either way.
How do you
Yeah.
wish to? Yeah. How do you wish to divide up? You can see that there's 2 carriages. Both of them have a driver on them. One of them has 2 male elves. One looks young, maybe about 15, 16. And the other one perhaps in his 40s. Just sat on the sort of like the seated part on the front of the carriage.
And they're both in one carriage?
They're both sat on the same one, yeah, and you can see that Eleni is going to that one.
Okay. It might be best if we have 2 carriages just in case. Different points of attention looking out. And should we need to create a diversion or a bait and switch, we could.
I will excuse the groundskeeper to the other one, and I'll sit with the boy
Noted.
and
I'll
drive
sit,
it.
Yeah, I'll sit up front with the groundskeeper.
Go hang out in this carriage.
It's where Robin and Ophelia go in then. There's 2 carriages and nobody's sitting on the inside of either of them, so.
Oh, I'll sit inside one for sure. Whichever
Ophelia can
one.
go sit inside the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say, and I think what Eleni would do is in one of them have like, appearances of like rich shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yes, this is
We're
all carriage.
carrying it, yeah.
Nope, touch it. Yeah, like
Fear
there's a
you
reason
need
I'm
to go in
guarding
the
it.
rich shit one.
Go on the rich shit one. But no, yeah. So that way, in case we get stopped or anything like that,
Yeah.
Eleni can do her whole like, this is house Titus, get the fuck out.
Yep. Who's going in the one with Bella? Who's going in the one with Eleni?
Which one is the rich one, and which one is
The one I'm sitting in.
Okay.
Or sitting on, because I'm going to
I'll
be
go
driving it.
with Bella, and that is not. I'm gonna go with the one with Bella.
Okay. I'll go with Eleni.
Hmm.
I'll have my hood up just in case. Because the elf ears and the red hair are not as noticeable.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys are going to be heading at first inside a little closer into the center of Minrathous, without going into the absolute beating heart of it, passing through what is essentially suburbs. Um, and then eventually you take a road that leads out further inland. And you're on the road for a little bit, maybe about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And eventually you start to veer off on a road that is a little less traveled. This carriage gets a little on the bumpy side. And eventually you come
Ow.
to what is what is essentially, for the most part, ruins. There's perhaps one section where a part of the roof seems to have come in on one of the wings. The structure of the building seems to be pretty sound, but there's enough reclamation of nature here that suggests that this is not, um, you know,
Mm-hmm.
central and very well used. It's not like the Chantry, which the Chantry here in Tevinter is very different to other Thedosian ones, but they're still very well revered, well looked after buildings. This is a little more disrepair. The carriages are going to pull in. The one up front, which we will assume is the one where Elena, you were sat at the front. The driver's going to ask if you want parked up out the front or pulling in around the back.
Pull around the back, just in case.
Okay, so he will go. The other one will naturally follow. So you guys are pulling around the back of this building that looks, I mean, clearly it is or was a very grand building. But grand in the very Tevinter sense of the term, and that it's all spikes, dramatic architecture, darker colors. You can feel that sense of power. I don't know how many of you have spent a lot of time around actual ruins of buildings, but occasionally you will get to areas that you can just feel the weight of the air is a little different. Things feel either a lot more serious, or you can I fully believe that you can feel when a tragedy has taken place as well. So that's not the vibes you're getting here, but you can feel a weight to this building as you're getting out the carriages.
Um, do I have any, as we're getting kind of closer to it, do I have any magic sense of anything going on
Hmm.
that's not typical or normal?
No, I would say you've possibly been to this building before
Yeah.
with Cesar, and um you get that little, to say the air is tickly sounds a bit strange, but like you get a sense that there's just some old latent vibes here, but there's nothing that was not here the last time you were at this building.
Gotcha.
Doesn't seem like there is anybody doing anything untoward magically here. There is no just mage of considerable power here, that sort of thing. So nothing spikes for you.
Gotcha.
Can I use my nose ring of magical sense?
Yeah, you get the same. There's nothing here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Is it dark right now, or is it still like, high noon or something? Yeah.
I would say it's still daytime. Yeah, it
Okay.
is getting a little later into the afternoon at this point. But
Gotcha.
it'll soon be touching on that pre-evening kind of time.
Hmm. I'm gonna look at the young child because I'm assuming he has come with me, like he's close to me.
Yeah, he
Um,
is.
I'm gonna look down at him. Just, what's your name?
Mickey.
Mickey. I need you to look around. You see anything strange, weird, that you don't think belongs here, let me know. And if you need anything, yell.
kind of looks up at the building, and these buildings were designed, as a lot of important architecture is, things like castles and cathedrals and churches are meant to look imposing because it is about the power of either power of church, power of state, power of like the crown, so that little people feel small, and insignificant next to this architecture and how grand it all is. And uh, it, he has that feeling looking at a building like this, because if any building is meant to, like, designed to make you feel small, particularly those who are slaves, it is a temple to the old gods in Tevinter Imperium.
Yeah.
This place, yeah, hardcore. I mean, you know that the inside is actually a lot more intense than the exterior, but he kind of looks up at it and his eyes go a little wide for a moment and then looks to you and nods, understanding the assignment.
And
Just inside, outside, both.
I would say start with the outside, take the groundskeeper with you, and make you are safe with me.
Okay. If
Go on.
something bad happens, do I just shout for you?
Yes,
Okay.
it'll be okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think she gives like just the smallest hint of a smile, making sure no one else saw it. You know, just like,
You're back to the others, like,
yeah.
right, kid.
It'll be okay. Go
I
on.
trust you.
Okay.
And he scampers over to the groundskeeper, and then the pair of them start to walk off, going around this sort of like back end of this building.
Yeah.
The rest of you who have gotten out or off of this carriage can regroup. You can see that Eleni is speaking to the two other elves, and they vanish off.
Okay.
I've instructed them to start on the outside. So,
So should we
Let's
go
go.
inside?
yeah,
Okay.
let's go on. And I will lead them into the more structurally sound opening to this
Yeah.
tower, or to this temple.
Yeah. There's a couple doors. I mean, obviously there's the main big dramatic entranceway, which, actually the doors they're not opened often. Typically when you've come here and what you presume when other people come here, they use one of the side entrances that takes you in the wing on the left, which is not the one with the roof collapse.
Yeah, and I want to take the side entrances, and especially places where we don't have to really touch or move anything. Like I don't want to have to open any doors if we don't have to.
Yeah.
Especially, in fact, I'll say that to everybody. Just let's try to leave it as undisturbed as we can, so she doesn't suspect anything.
So the four of you are able to enter into this building, and there is a heavy, musty kind of odor to it. It is a big old building. There's a lot of old wood here where the varnish has mostly come off, but the structure of it is still there. But there's that smell that's almost appealing in a way for those who are into it, that sort of like damp old wood smell. And it's it's up to you how your character would feel. To many, this place is quite beautiful and impressive and majestic. To others, it is insulting and blasphemous and, ugly in a more core sense of the word rather than about visual appeal. And it's up to you how you. In fact, you know what? Let's just do a little round table. I would like to know, as you walk into this place, it's a simple side entrance that you go into, and it looks like any other chantry maybe that you might have walked into. When you walk into a building that clearly is serving a purpose as a place of worship. But when you enter in through this archway into what feels like the main chamber, and you can see around you, there are statues here, and some have been, it seems, intentionally defaced or parts broken off. There's others where it seems like a more natural decay perhaps has taken. There's a section where the part of the roof has caved in, and so plant life has grown in and down and almost started to like wrap its way around one of these statues, like it was trying to choke it almost or cover it protectively. It's up to you how you would view that sort of thing happening, because it's very much nature reclaiming a space. And the statues are severe. They are representative of things that your character may or may not know or understand. And it feels impactful, awe-inspiring maybe. I would just like to go around. We can do the order that we did our intros if you like. How your character feels, sort of the vibes going on. What do you think when you look around a building like this?
So Bella's never really been one that's necessarily deep into religion, for reasons that are known to people who know the Dragon Age world. Like the Chantry's never been really like a place that she goes to. She does have a sort of like a distant relationship with the Elven religion, as much as she could as a city elf. But here, I feel like it's not necessarily the religious aspect that gets her like just interested in nowhere, like attentive and like of this place. It's the aggressiveness of it, almost of the defacing and the nature taking over, and the like very, I feel like there's still that remnant aura of that church like, where everything's grand to make you look small. Especially into winter for her as an elf. It's even, I'm assuming it's even more diminutive for her, and so she's looking at this with interest and almost as if she would be able to get like information of the history and how people see this place. Why did they face what they did? More of a inquisitive side than necessarily like an awe-inspiring or upset type. Um, but it does make her feel still maybe a little uncomfortable. But she doesn't show it.
Okay.
I think with Elaney, it's almost like an anticipation because there's a lot of feelings she has here, of course, but because there's almost a reminiscence of when she's been here with Cesar. There's a ever-present hate for this place and everything about it. But at the same time, seeing like the vines come in and the growth and then the rocks cracked underneath their feet, I think she's just got a sense of anticipation, maybe a little petty joy with it. So there's
That
definitely
tracks.
like a glimmer in her eyes, yeah, when she's looking around this place.
Okay.
For Ophelia, even though the architecture style is different, it's very similar to where she lives in her home because the Grand Necropolis has a lot of this big monuments and very imposing architecture. It's old, it's very magical, it has that heavy feel to it. So, in that sense, it feels familiar and not overwhelming to her.
Mm-hmm.
She is sad to see it as a ruin because she is one of the individuals in the Morn Watch who would make sure that the necropolis is up to speed, repairs are done. So
Mm-hmm.
seeing a temple in this state, even though she knows it represents something bad, like just seeing the architecture in that state makes her a little bit sad. Although
Mm-hmm.
she's not sad about the people who built this place, because F them. Um, but it's not overwhelming to her. It feels more, the weight of this place feels more familiar because that's what she would feel at home in
Mm-hmm.
the necropolis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Robin?
So, Robin was in Osmar for the last
Mm-hmm.
blight. And being a dwarf from Osmar, blights are, and just the deep roads, and none of that would exist if, the Magisters didn't go and try to find the old gods to begin with. And it is the old gods that cause blights, so Robin has no love for such things, but it's also not something she can do about in this moment. So there's like a moment where she looks at this and does this. Ugh. Oh, man. And then, but more importantly, Robin's here on the job and wants to know how dusty the floors are and are we leaving footprints.
Sensible. Okay, so I think the first thing I would like is if you feel your character would know about the old gods, I am happy for you to make it's up to you if there's a specific cunning roll, cultural, religious, both kind of fit. If there's something else you feel fits, you can roll. It is not that I'm making you roll and there's a chance that you don't know about it. It is rather the extent of the detail that you know and recognizing which is which, if that makes sense. So if you feel like your character naturally would have an understanding about this, because your average Joe blogs on the street of like Denrim isn't gonna know about this, but you guys are well traveled, and for some of you, you have some direct input. I mean, especially Eleni, because Cesar comes here a lot for reasons. But yeah, happy for you to roll. Like I say, this is about extent of the detail and being able to recognize which is which.
How about historical?
Sure.
I have cultural lore. I think
Sure.
after what happened with Cheryl's clan, Bella, it's not like extensive search, but when she does get the chance to learn about older things, older gods.
Yeah. Well, because I
Um,
mean, they were taken down by people who worship the Forgotten Ones, who are not
Yeah.
the old gods, but it is that sort of.
Yeah,
Those of us
same
who are
vein
really
of,
big Dragon Age nerds know that all
yeah.
of these things are interlinked and they're all the same fucking thing anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
No.
We didn't
I
do
have
great.
this is a bit of a stretch,
Uh-huh.
but I actually was going to ask for empathy roll because Cesar comes here.
Yeah,
And she has
I'd
a
say it's
very
how
strong
much.
attachment of him. Yeah.
What I'm gonna make is your empathy roll. I'm gonna let you know why this is significant to him.
Yeah.
I rolled an
I
8, so
Yeah.
I don't know about this
That's
guy.
rough.
You're like,
That's
these are the
rough.
old gods, right?
Are these the new
Full
ones or the
stop.
old ones? What's going on?
It's not
stop.
great. I
Full stop.
actually can I use my reroll for this, or do I need?
Yeah,
I can't
You
claim
can
that
reserve.
first. But
Yeah. Fuck it.
I got you.
Yeah, you
My
got an
stance normally
18
as a
on history.
storyteller is sure.
be better.
There
That's
you
better.
go. That is so much
Nice.
better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll start from Lauren and lift our way up. Yeah, Bella, you
These are the old gods, right?
yeah,
they're
and
totally
you're
the
aware
old
that
gods. They suck.
this is some Tevinter bullshit. You understand that this is definitely a Tevinter thing. It is not something that's generally worshipped or spoken about by people in other lands. To that end, you're like, I don't care to know more about this stuff.
Yeah,
because
I think
fuck them.
it's literally her comments like, "Wow, this is some winter bullshit."
It really is some Tevinter
Full
bullshit
stop.
up in here. Yeah, but
That's
it's
what she
like
says
old
out
Tevinter.
loud. Yeah.
Most people in Tevinter would denounce this kind of thing and don't ascribe to it anymore. It's particular flavors of people that are still into it. However, you're just like, this is some Tevinter bullshit.
Yeah.
I can tell. It's like you're running around Inquisition when you first played through it and you saw the big like dramatic spikes and you're like, oh, God.
This is some winter bullshit.
Okay. For Robin, I would say, yeah, you know about the connection because you know that, while in Orzammar when they're talking about the histories, they tend to put a lot of weight into dwarven histories, and certainly the way that the Shaper it takes kind of track of all of their history, and they don't tend to speak a lot about the gods of surfacers. But for these guys specifically, it does get mentioned because you know the name, certainly of the more recent one, of the dragon that became the archdemon, and when people spoke about it, which people constantly fucking spoke about it, especially because the hero Ferelden came into Orzammar and was like just hanging out there
Yeah.
for a while.
I saw her.
Yeah. She was a real pretty elf.
She's a real pretty elf. Yep.
Yeah. Damn.
I saw her from Jacoby's
Ooh.
balcony.
Yeah. You'd be like, if I wasn't busy right now, I'd tap that.
Yeah.
But it's you know that there is connections between old ones, dragons, archdemons. I would say the nuances and the depths of the lore, not necessarily, but you know that that's a connection, which again, not everybody does know that, but it was getting spoken a lot down there. For Ophelia, I would say that you probably know the names of the 7 old gods, and you know that there's some speculation about the origin, so you've maybe heard a couple. The exact truth you don't know, because nobody knows. The exact truth yet. I have a funny feeling we're going to very soon, everybody, October 31st. That they whispered to the Tevinter Magisters. One of them, the first one, Dumat, gave Tevinter mages blood magic. I was like, yo, you know, it would be really fucking cool though. If you came and like let us out of the fate. Like just come through, just go into the Golden City and, you know, see the seat of the Maker. It would be really cool. And it started the first blight. Yeah.
Fucking Tevinters, of course it's
So
their fault.
when they came through from the Fade to the material world, their shapes were formed into dragons. They are then kept imprisoned or slumbering underground. And so far, there have been 5 blights, which implies that there is 2 left. I would say with an 18, you also know that there's one Chantry scholar who speculates that there might have been an 8th one based on the constellation Draconis that was removed from historical records. So there's a lot of stuff. You've maybe had to sit through somebody babbling on that they think that the old gods connect to the Evanures, which is the elven gods, but everyone is like, no. Like, sit the fuck down. So they were being disregarded, but you know that at least there's some people out there who make those speculations. So you know a fair bit about that side of things. Eleni, you know this stuff because you've had to sit and listen to. It's not just about Cesar, but when you've been in his presence as his guard, when he is sitting around many of his peers, and a lot of them speak about this kind of stuff. Particularly given the connotations of dragon, and that dragon connects into the Titus household, and the emblems of Venatori is also dragon, that this worshipping these people, these old gods, is not really the done thing. They have the Black Divine, they have the Tevinter, the sort of imperial chantry, and so this stuff is usually seen as a little distasteful, but there's certainly I guess you could call them a cult, the Venatori, who kind of fuck with this shit, particularly one of them. And on your end, you have heard the conversations around dinner tables here about the Elder One, and about, you know, wouldn't it just be great if, like, Tevinter ruled over Thedas again? That'd just be wonderful, wouldn't it? Hey, I hear there's somebody who's trying to do that. Did you hear that? I've heard that.
That's strange.
So you've had to sit and listen to it, and you know that Cesar typically doesn't flap his gums like everybody else, but he sits and he listens, and he takes in a lot of what's going on. And whenever people have gone away to have perhaps more private conversations, he has encouraged you to maybe just be happen to go and refill his wine at that point and
Yeah.
see if you can listen into what people are saying. So, you know that this stuff is important to him. Clearly, this Ilinara believes herself to also be important enough to come here. You also know that of all those statues up there, the one that she tends to go and leave her offerings to is Demand.
Yeah. And I think Alani, when she walks around this place, kind of scrunches her face a little bit in memory, but also a little bit in pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
There's probably like lingering. I imagine you're also aware of the speculation about their connections to the Evan.
yeah,
Which,
I would imagine so.
yeah. And perhaps that's why you get a little bit of joy knowing that nature's coming in here to remove these statues.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
these
yeah.
are particularly Tevinter statues to these things. So, lots of stuff everybody knows. I will say, just to kind of throw it out there, Ophelia, with your role, you know which god is which, for the most part. There's two that are a little vague because they've been particularly sort of damaged, but use a little bit of context clues to at least narrow down which one you think. But they're all here. 7 big boys.
And I think I'll look at everyone and just tell everyone the exits and entrances that I'm aware of. Maybe the pathways that kind of lead on the outside to this place. And essentially, everyone, those are the ones I know about. There might be more if you want to look. And the two boys are outside looking. Also, Eleanor likes to frequent this place. She might have left something.
There's offerings to some of the others. I would say that Arthemiel has a lot of flowers that seem to have been littered. Some have kind of been planted or encouraged. But there's general gifts of things that are pretty. Arthemiel was the dragon of beauty, although obviously it was the son of a bitch that did the fifth blight. Is the dragon of, the god of beauty. I will say that the thing that kind of perhaps gives you the most joy, and I guess this might also be of interest to Ophelia if you're feeling so inclined to think about it. The one that seems to be being reclaimed by the vines that have grown in from the roof is Anderal, who was the god of slaves. And the Archdemon of the Fourth Blight. Yeah.
Damn.
You've probably heard of the Fourth Blight a little bit, Bella, because that it's spread in a few places, but it also real fucked up Antiva.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Anyway, information and lore drop delivered without me going too ham and going into too much detail. You're all welcome.
Perfect.
Appreciate it.
More?
No.
More, please?
Lore. If people want to do some scouting out to look for weak spots, vantage points, things for traps, entrances and exits, things that have been damaged, things that could be encouraged to be weak, whatever. You can roll. I'm happy for you to choose the skill you would like to apply and what it is that you are trying to figure out with your roll.
Yeah.
Everyone can get involved.
Bella, before she goes out, she will look to Eleni and just say, "The two men outside, will they be all right?"
Yes. If there's nothing we learn how to hide.
Okay. Good.
Just listen if they call.
Will do.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you. Caught her by surprise. Robin in the back, yes.
Yeah, Robin, immediately knowing that what's-her-face comes here often. This is a dark, decrepit place, probably really dusty. I'm gonna look to see if I can't see if there are any places that are a little bit less dusty in the forms of tracks where people sit, and to see how many, if I can figure out if anyone comes in here with her, that sort of thing. like just
Sure.
the presence of the patterns of worship, no matter even if it's old. So
Mm-hmm. What skill would you like to use for this?
tracking.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think tracking is the big woof.
Okay.
You have a reroll.
I don't.
Oh.
I have a success point.
Oh, okay,
so,
that's fair.
Yeah.
alright.
I think it's a little harder. There's not so much dust here that there are identifiable individual footprints, which is a good thing given that you're all
We're in
walking
here,
through them now
yeah.
as well. It seems like there is perhaps enough protection in this section here from like all of the elements. Probably further over where that roof bit is caved in and the statue that has the vines starting to creep around it.
Yeah.
You might find that there's more stuff over there, but over to the area where it was indicated that she tends to frequent, less so. I will say that you can spot there is a bench which would have created a natural area with sort of pews where you could go and sit and listen to people talking about the different gods. And in the area that is the Dumat section, I suppose, the seating there, you can see that there is one that clearly is more well kept than the others. The offerings look relatively old. There's a strange thing that happens when you get over there, I will say. Just this is me just throwing out stuff because I fucking can. You kind of wander over and start to look through footprints, and the closer you get to the statue to Dumat, you notice that the sounds of your footprints stop.
Oh. I kind of like stomp and nothing, like no sound of the footprints.
Mm-mm.
Okay. If I go and like there are pews there, right? If I stomp on the pew, does it make sound?
The closer one that looks like it's been well kept, no.
No. Okay. If I use my hands, like if I hit it with my fist, does it make sound?
Mm-mm.
Okay. If I speak, does it make sound? Okay. Got it. I start whistling and I start to find what the parameter of
Yeah.
is
You
silence
do
or
eventually
is.
reach a
Yeah.
point, and you all suddenly are aware of the sound of like almost like halfway through a song is a robin whistle.
Yeah. There's an orb of silence around this guy here.
Can I, when she mentions that, can I see if I can sense, like, is it like a magical item or like a magical aura that this statue has, or
You can go over. I mean, there
is
is.
my nose ring of magic sense?
Yeah,
Magical
there's.
trade.
It is not. It's
I'll tell
hard.
you what the description of this nose says. This is really short.
I-
It says, "Since magical aura, spells, and items." So,
Yeah.
aura,
I
spells,
know.
and-
I wrote it, bitch.
I'm
Don't talk to
I
me about
haven't
the
used
deep lore.
it. I didn't say when it was written. Listen, I haven't
You
used it in a
wrote
while.
You merely adopted it.
You.
Just trying to be nice.
There's definitely magic there, but it's hard to tell. I will say this one feels stronger. Like you've been closer to the vicinity of some of the others, perhaps as you were coming in, and as you walk to the far end, because he seems to be the one on the furthest end. You feel it strengthening, but it's not like if you were like the magical items that you guys have. It's a little hard to sense as well because you're currently wearing some, so it sort
Yeah.
of throws off the scent. But it's stronger than the others. But it is not as strong as somebody casting magic when there is a ward there, because this is not active magic, this is passive, latent. It's
magic,
been
yeah.
here for a while, but there's definitely something about this area that has a slight magic vibe, yeah. It's not a complex
Yeah.
enchantment, I guess. It's not even an enchantment, to be honest.
Yeah.
It is just there's just a vibe here.
Excuse me. There's definitely an old, faded, like magical vibe to this place. Not necessarily something that someone just freshly put on there, but like remnants of some things around this area.
Well, does it, it makes sense considering Dumont is the god of silence.
The who is the god of what now?
She's been sketching all the things in her book and labeling them. She's like Dumont, god of silence.
Huh.
Oh.
Isn't Dumont already gone? Like, first blight, right?
The archdemon is
Yeah.
gone. Yes.
Magic tends to stay a little bit longer sometimes.
But it's also one of the ones that has a bunch of the offerings, right? Emma?
Hmm?
Is the Dumont statue the one with a bunch of offerings on it?
It's got offerings, yes. Arthamiel has some flowers and little trinkets and what have you. Less of the others, or at least what was there has been either discarded or stolen, because
Okay.
people know that they can come here and steal shit.
That's
So
If Eleni's hearing all the chatter between them, I
Yeah.
think she'll just be like, it is Eleanor's favorite.
So this is a temple. I mean, excuse my lack of knowledge on all this, but so this is an old temple dedicated to like gods that are responsible for the blight, and your people, I guess, your employers' people worship them.
They used to.
Does
And
your
there are
employer worship them?
a small sect that do. Hmm. Is more interested in the thought process of those that do.
I'll try and believe that part.
Believe what you want.
I won't.
I think what Eleni will do is she's going, because she's heavy armored, so she makes a lot of fucking noise. I think what she'll do is she'll kind of walk around and try to find the perimeter of this silence. And while she's doing so, I would like to see, hopefully with see, but also my seeing ability, in perception, if I can tell if anything has been moved, does something seem off from my previous visits? If possible.
Sure. Yeah, make that roll.
Oh, 19.
Wonderful. I would say that nothing looks drastically different from the last time you were here necessarily, but something, the closer you get to the statue and as you kind of walk this parameter, you start to get a little sense of a vibe. Something tugs at you a little closer where the offerings actually are. Would you go in to observe?
Before I do, like, because I know what Torin would do. Before I do that, I want to make sure I look at them and be like, this is the field of the silence, and because we can't mark it, but I want them to visually see where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think Robin already figured it out. That's what the whistling was.
Robin did it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the whole thing, like, because I'm assuming this is a big
Yeah.
circle.
Well,
and then
But I just be like, yeah, that's it.
It might be of use to us. Ophelia, are Vulcan components necessary to cast magic?
Not
Some
in this world.
magic.
Hmm. Alright, well.
What was
There goes
Eleni
my
gonna do?
idea.
I have an ability of resist magic. So I'm actually really curious to see what this does to me specifically. Um,
Mhm.
as I go into this, but before I do that, I want to look at them and just can I because I can't hear anything in this bubble, right? I'm assuming.
You could hear things. You could hear them speaking. It is like
But there's
a
not any sound
yeah.
generated for me
I
then.
would
Okay.
say, and if it is ever anything that you've encountered and felt curious about before, you'll have been told that it's sort of forcing the issue. Most people who worship would go in and be silent anyway, but this kind of
Yeah.
forces the issue the closer that you get to him. Most in their worship to him, it is about finding that silence. Now you know that there's many implications and layers to that, given your role earlier, because some people see the silence as the silence of death, with Dumat, but if you go in, you don't notice it necessarily changing because it's not a magical effect that's like doing something to you specifically. It is that sound cannot be heard when you are inside this. So anything that is kind of being created in here is not heard, and it's because it's not heard by people on the outside either. So it's not that it's necessarily affecting you directly. Does that make sense? It's not something
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
happening
it does.
to you. Yeah. So you're able to get in and get close. You see that there is a small box, perhaps about this big, maybe 2 inches by 2 inches. And it is in there that you feel a little bit of vibes coming from.
The box. Do I recognize any like is it from House Titus? Is it Eleanor's? Okay.
Well, it's certainly of House Titus. It could be Eleanor.
Yeah, yeah. I think for the moment.
Anyone on Titus is going to have a dragon as a motif.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
very recognizable to her.
Yeah.
And I think what she's gonna do is she's not going to touch it.
Just gonna
But
make
she
someone
is
else
going
touch
to-
it.
Maybe.
Well, touch this.
Hey,
Can I
slave-
get
slave
perception
guy's great.
checks from everybody else?
Yes.
Yes.
It's visual, so if you want to throw in seeing, if you have it.
I do.
While this is happening, I think she kind of like notices it and looks up at the statue. And since no one can hear her, allegedly, I think she's gonna be like, the end is near. And I can't wait to see it happen to you.
Beautiful.
I wish I could lip read. I mean, I trust you could, but I don't want to let a game.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I don't know if she's facing you, but yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, less so Ophelia, but certainly Bella and Robin and you yourself, Eleni, as you approach and get a little closer to this box, the tattoos that you have, that red just seems to get a little brighter.
Am I facing towards them at all? Or is my back to them?
I think it's like a 75%. There's maybe 25% that they can kind of see at the side. So it could just be a trick of the light. You're obviously very aware of it happening.
Yeah.
But they catch a hint, yeah.
Bella might walk a little bit more to get a clearer view of Eleni's tattoos and like not necessarily walk towards her, but like move around to like get a clearer view. Why do they do that?
I can't hear you. No, I'm just kidding.
Can
I hear her?
I think that Laylee just fully trolls her, like, I'm just gonna pretend, you know?
I'm just not going to answer that.
Just throw a rock at Eleni.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Eleni, you can hear that, even just Bella's footprints, you can hear.
Yeah.
I don't think my own footprints make noises actually because of my boots, but maybe I don't know. We'll say sure. Why not?
It's not like a D&D item. I don't think it. I think it just makes you stealthier, but not.
Eleni will purposely turn. I'm just gonna say to the left, so her back's to her as she walks out and gets out of the silent sphere.
No, it says no tracks, no sound.
Take this with you.
Okay.
Nice.
That's
But I'll look at all of you and just so whatever Eleanor, maybe someone of House Titus, probably Eleanor has left here in that box is what's doing this. Now, I have a question, and looks directly at Ophelia. Can you cast silence?
Do not know a particular spell for silence. Suppose I could try to just weave my magic, see how it goes.
I was debating if we take whatever that is, but replace her own. Maybe she'll, like, oh, my lovely place. I love being here. This all feels normal. And come at least to one place in the temple. Anyway.
Silence is not my specialty. Now, if you want to weaken anyone who is here or paralyze them or kill them, yeah, I could do that.
I will say we haven't had an action from Ophelia. Is there anything that you would like to do to kind of investigate this place? Either just things that you already had been interested in, or the box now that has been identified as a point of interest. Is there anything you...
I would just say, please don't touch it. That's what Eleni will say.
That's fair. That's fair.
Touch it.
I think, can I roll some kind of magic entropy creation spirit on it to kind of get a sense for what kind of magic is in that box specifically? Or just a general magic?
This is...
I have arcane lore as well.
Yeah. This is just magic. But I'm gonna let you roll. You could choose one of them. I guess maybe... Do you have primal?
I do not have primal. I know.
Really creation. Yeah. Just roll magic.
Okay.
But it doesn't necessarily matter that you don't have a school to attach to it.
Sure. All right, let me roll just magic. And she got a 17 with 5
nice.
steps.
Yes, you did. As you get a little closer, you kind of have to be able to sort of pinpoint that feeling that you're getting from it. You don't have to get too close. How close do you think you would realistically get?
Within arm's length, but not touching it.
Okay, pretty close. You get this immediate connecting draw to the box, the way that you feel whenever you have encountered raw lyrium. Something feels off, however.
Oh no!
This
is Ray reacting.
You can feel, yeah, but you can feel you feel that connection, because the thing about lyrium, and again, I'm not going to go into the deep lore because we're very close to break, but you know what I'm talking about. It is magic in a pure sense, and so there's a reason why mages use it to top up your mana. It's like a little battery almost. It is a connection to magic and the Fade, ? Probably not the Fade, but another very raw sense of magic, a raw source of magic, sorry. So you can feel that this is not a spell. This is not intentional casting of magic. It is magic.
She'll frown and then back away from the box.
It's like, you smell something that's sweet and it should be nice, but it's like fruit that's starting to go off. And it's like it's something that's sweet, but it's something wrong. So you get that sense of like, this is magic, but there's something that doesn't feel quite right.
You okay there, friend?
She'll talk to Bertie, even though she's talking out loud. Everyone can hear her, but she's specifically talking to Bertie.
They can't. You're standing really good. Yeah. Nobody can hear you. You're in the bubble.
Oh, okay. Can Bertie still hear me? Question mark.
Yeah, because it's a psychic connection.
Okay. So she'll be speaking out loud, even though she's not making any noise. Robert.
Yes, madam.
Do you understand what is wrong with that box?
Ooh, well, it feels very angry, I would say, or just like, I don't know, like a savage beast. No,
Hmm.
because beast is like something natural. I don't know, madam. It is. I don't know, but it feels a little scary
God, I love
Like
these
and
names.
just
demonic.
angry and throbbing and demonic. No.
Interesting.
Yes? No. I don't think so.
Interesting.
Something else.
Hmm. Thank
I'm
you,
not really a
Robert.
fan. Ooh.
Well, we are backing away now. She's gonna back away completely out of
Mhm.
that cycle, the circle of silence, and to
Mhm.
let them know, be like, there's something very wrong with that box. It is not a spell that I can sense, and although not demonic, it is filled with. And she's looking at Robert, who's probably now floating next to her. Angry, it's angry. It's wrong. Feral, maybe, might be a better word.
You don't know what it is.
No, and I am not going to touch it.
I
What if I touch
don't
it?
suggest it. Don't
Please don't touch
do
it.
that. That'd be bad.
There's
mean,
something very wrong
magic
with
does not
the
affect you, doesn't
magic.
it?
It still affects her
Uh,
in a way.
well, the
I
reason
can't
I had
be
asked
like
Robert.
possessed. Like, if someone tries to burn me with magic, it's gonna still burn me. But I do have a certain level of like resistance to magic. Yeah.
I don't want to
You'd like to touch
test.
it.
I don't want to test your resistance and how far it goes right now,
But I mean,
Robin.
what if
If Eleni wants to touch it, she's
what if
free
we
to.
touched it together, Alani?
Don't.
What if we touched me? On that note, as we ponder the box rather than pondering the orb, what's in the box?
What's in the
We're gonna
box?
we're gonna take our break. Maybe after the break we'll find out what's in
What's
the
in the
box.
box? Yeah. All
Yeah.
right, friends. We
It's my
will.
dick in a box.
We will be back in about 10 to 15 minutes, so please stretch your legs, get some bios, get some drinks. If you're out playing Pokemon Go, catch those shiny ponytails. And we will be back. See you soon.
Feels
extra hot. So are you. Hey guys, we're back.
Hi.
Yeah, we're just back. Hope everyone had a good break. I did. I went to my rooftop, and it's sick as hell because we have a thunderstorm coming in from the ocean. So I just was like looking at the clouds sort of rolling over the mountains and the water, and it's pretty sweet. So not gonna lie, I did not take a picture because I'm greedy. If you want to see
That's fair.
those kind of views, come live in Vancouver.
You gotta enjoy them.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, we're back. So let's get going. There's a box.
I'm in a box.
I'm in a box.
My dick in a box.
So, oh, I see what's happening. Yes, we are back. There is Temple to the Old Gods. We have been diving into some lovely, deep, juicy lore of Dragon Age, and we found a statue that seems to have a bit of an aura of silence around it. An interesting box has been found with a dragon motif on it, which seems to give vibes of the Titus family. We've had some thoughts. We've
And
expressed
prayers.
perhaps an interest of touching it, opening it, maybe not, using it, leaving it alone. Let's find out.
Does it look like that she has touched this box when she comes here?
It's very hard to tell.
Okay.
It is a box sitting next to the statue. It's not got any obvious signs of,
Yeah.
you know, it's a small box.
I know we all
About
want to
this big.
touch. We all want to touch the box. Well, most of us do, but we should at least talk about certain plans before we, probably fuck up by touching the box.
Well, and especially if she didn't put it there, I think she'd be very interested to see it.
True.
So
My
go ahead.
no go.
Eleni, while we're talking about this, would like to look around, and I have military lore that may not be applicable here, but what I would like to do is kind of see, are there any easily seen lynch points of if she walks a certain path, like where's the good spot for us and the bad spot for her kind of thing. Yeah. Like, are there any pinch points?
Sure. Yeah, it's a strategy thing, so I'll allow it.
I'll say it's not as good as tracking or seeing, just in case we want to do that instead. Please be good. It's not bad. 15.
The main chamber of this is fairly wide open. There is clearly a sort of designated space within it for each of the gods. Some more decrepit than others. In terms of this one in particular, you have a few options. There is a section towards the back. Like I say, he was on one of the further sides. So there are areas that are these big arched window sections where one of them looks like it's a little weakened. So whether you wanted to use that to your opportunity, either from being on the other side of it perhaps and using it to be like blown in, that's an option. There is a section here that's like a small door that would lead to a smaller little like refectory area that you could use to shelter in. There is perhaps the back end of where the statue is. If you were to rearrange some of these pew areas and manage to hide behind them, you would not be generating any sound. If you're close enough to the statue, you at least are not going to be heard that you are there. That's an option. There is a possibility. I mean, it's clear from one wing, not this wing, it's on the other side, but the roof of this place has shown that it is of an age and a stage of ruin where you could perhaps get up there and try to rig that to drop
collapse.
a ceiling down. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's an option.
I think what I'll do is I will inform everyone of what I saw.
Mhm.
One thing we could do is collapse that part so it's not an option anymore for her.
So like
And
to collapse her under the rubble.
that, yeah, and she points to that one specific side on the like opposite side that we didn't take, but collapse that part so she's forced to use one of the others.
True. I think
And if we, okay,
uh, just thinking that using the silence to our advantage, especially for our heavier armor guests, that it could be useful, especially if we all try to hide, at least get a surprise, get the surprise on her. What? How do you say it in Trade Tongue? Take her by surprise. That one.
yes, I think that would be very useful.
She has powerful magic, and if we can at least get a few seconds of some good hits in before she's able to react, I think that would be beneficial for all of us. I mean, the rogues here, Robin and I can hide. I could go up and climb these vines if you'd like. Might I had to test their strength, but if we want to collapse something, or if anyone stronger might want to, I don't know how much strength it would take to collapse this.
I can try it. And I think you're a good idea. I can hide within the silence. And if nothing else, it means I'll meet her first.
Talk about episode title: hiding in silence. In the silence, specifically. Hide in the
Hello,
silence.
darkness, my
My
old
old
friend.
friend.
But yes, I can do that. We can debate about the box when I get back. So I'm going to go climb first what I'm going to do is go find the boys that I left outside. Get information from them, make sure they're not in that corridor that I'm about to try to smash. Because I'm going to try to climb up there and see if there is a way I can drop it.
Okay, this is definitely a climbing roll. There's a very specific roll for it.
No.
And I believe it is in stamina. Let me double check. I should know these things, but I don't.
Well, I have stamina as a thing with constitution.
It is definitely not. No, it must be in strength then.
Yeah.
Straight. Where are you? Strength?
Can I intimidate the rocks
climbing?
into?
No, it is it has
Fall.
a name. Yeah. If we are scaling walls and vertical obstacles and generally climbing, it is the climbing focus, which is a strength thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I wish that would
If
work.
it wasn't named as a specific thing, yeah, I would like
Yeah.
to persuade my way up the wall, please.
Yeah.
I would like
do
to
have
intimidate the
climbing
rocks and
if
fall.
needed.
Roll smelling.
Yeah.
I'd like to sniff my way up the wall.
Yeah.
Before I jump up there, well, we'll see if I get there. Can I find Mickey and the groundskeeper?
Yeah, you absolutely can. If you head out, you can see that they are kind of towards the other end of the building from where you guys had been. It is the area that seems to have the most structural damage. You can kind of see them there when you come out. They'll stop. The groundskeeper looks like he's going to go and address you, but Mickey comes up all keen and excited, bouncing along
Did you
his feet.
find anything?
Hi. Nothing really of note out here. It's got a creepy kind of vibe to it, though. I don't know how to explain it. But it's quiet. You know?
Like more quiet than you expect.
Maybe? It's just... I don't know. Maybe it's just strange because I grew up in the city, in these big places, and, you know, even in the spots that feel like you're on your own and should be quiet, there's always some kind of a sound of the city in the background. But out here, it's like there's nobody here.
I'm gonna tell Mickey about the entrances I know about, and then did you see anything outside of that?
No. I did see. Yeah, and he'll like indicate for you to go and follow him. And there is. It's mostly overgrown, but Mickey will explain that I saw. I mean, just the growth pattern of the grass here. You know, when you look at it at the right angle, and starts to like kick up with his foot, and you know when you get a layer of there's grass and grass roots that have created a sort of natural effect, but when you lift it, when it's sitting on top of something, and the roots of the grass lift, you can see the corner of doors like latched doors that seem to go into something that is below ground level. He's just managed to get the corner of it up. Haven't dug it all up to go in there. Wanted to check with you first.
Don't do that. Let me do it.
Okay. Sure you don't want
Do me a
help?
favor.
Mm-hmm.
This is the favor.
Okay.
Go inside and tell them to meet me over here.
Okay.
Now,
Just me?
both of you. I don't want you all separated.
Okay.
What I do want you to do, I'm going to collapse this side, or try to.
Oh.
So I don't want you in there for very long. But go see if you see anything that has been left in that corridor. And make sure you get out of it quickly.
Where the vines are coming in?
Yeah. There's a way inside through there.
Okay. I mean, I could try and get up there if you like.
I'm intending to collapse it afterwards, so I don't want you on it.
Okay. 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 And he will skedaddle off. The groundskeeper goes to try and keep up.
Just adopted this child. I just want you to
And essentially what I want him to do is just, if he goes through that corridor, like on the
Mhm.
inside, just see if there's any real something that sticks out from Eleanor maybe, or something like that, before I try to collapse it. Tell them to meet me at this latch, but don't be in there like the next, let's say, 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
So yes, then
So
I can
they'll-
try the climb roll.
So we're
Sure.
collapsing one of the entrances, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
That's at least what I'm hoping to do. Yeah.
Okay. Just want to get the base of it because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm confused. What we're collapsing now?
I'm kind of imagining that we came in, like, let's say the right side of the building, and then on the opposite side on the left there's a matching corridor that's much more run over with
It's like
vines
two big
and
wings of
stuff.
the old religious
Mhm.
buildings that you'd
Okay,
see.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So.
And so if we collapse the
Mhm.
left side, then it's only the main entrance and then the right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or hoping for.
Okay. So they'll eventually go in. You can roll your climbing roll.
It's
but
strength, right?
Yeah, it is.
You got this.
What about heavy blades? Can heavy blades?
Just stick your sword in, climb. Stick your sword in.
So tempted just to fuck it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna
fine.
submit.
You
Close
got
my
this.
eyes.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
18.
fine.
That's not bad.
It's great.
Yeah. Excellent roll. Yeah, you're able
Oh,
to
I'm scared.
find a lot of handholds, footholds to get your way up there. It's very precarious, so you have to be very delicate in how you're doing, but you do manage to get up there. We'll get you doing a roll just to kind of assess the situation once you're up there. You guys will find that these two elves, the first one that comes up to you is Mickey, the other one is trying to keep up because he doesn't intend on moving fast nor keeping up with a 15-year-old. So this guy with sort of ruddy kind of brown, like almost auburn hair comes up to you guys. Hi, looks at the three of you,
Hello.
almost looks, he's not sure if he should be uncomfortable or not, and then starts talking to Bella because more comfortable speaking to elves. Eleni has said that they would like you to meet them outside.
Alright.
I can show you where it is that you are going. They've gone up to the roof. Instinctively looks up.
Yes, I believe they're trying to collapse part of the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What are both your names?
oh, I'm Mickey, and this is Ander.
Pleasure to meet you both.
The guy
So
that comes in and gives a little wave.
yeah.
But like looks a little out of breath trying to keep up with this kid.
I'm Bella and well, Robin and Ophelia. So just go outside with you all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lead the way. She'll keep pace with Anders.
Mm-hmm.
You said
It's Ander, not Anders, yeah.
Ander, yeah, and it's a different, it's a different character.
Ander.
Ander. She'll
Gotta
keep pace with
go.
Anders, so like he's not alone in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can walk with him. Mickey kind of bounds off in front.
Did they happen to see anything in that corridor before?
They did, but it's you that they'd be reporting to.
Got it. Okay.
Eventually they will get out and they will show you guys. And Mickey goes like he's gonna go and use his foot on the ground, hesitates, not sure if he's meant to. Shrugs, does it anyway. Lifts up a little flap of a grass, a bit of turf, basically, and you can see the signs of the edges of a door and a little bit of a hinge. I don't think we have to go down it just yet, but this is what I found.
I'm gonna smash this roof.
Yeah.
Take that as you want.
A Lenny smash.
Yeah. If you roll me, it is more so searching than the others, but I'm open to.
I have
11 p.m. Yeah, I apologize.
I have seeing and I have investigation.
Investigation tracks. Okay, yeah, we can do investigation.
I also have tracking.
Less so.
Damn it. Okay. Oh, please be good. It's not great. 11.
Yeah. You can definitely see the side of the building where these sort of ivy vines had grown up and their entry point into the hole that is up there. You can see that much. A large portion of this roof looks pretty structurally sound, given that the rest of it has not yet collapsed, given how long this has been in disuse. It clearly took a long time just for that one hole to come through. But, yeah, I would like to know your approach. You can't see anything that's like a very obvious, here is your sign of weakness. If you knock down this post, all of this will fall down.
Do you
Damn
need
it.
help?
I think if I'm kind of like, if I could hear that, I will kind of squat down on the edge of the roof and just
a head pokes over.
yeah, just, I'm not being presumptuous, trying not to be presumptuous here. Robin, do you have any idea about structural knowledge?
It's okay. Being racist pays off sometimes.
Well, I was about to say, like, because looking at the other two, like, they don't really build anything that I can be aware of.
My
It's a, you know what's a pity though?
husband is a builder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but you're not the builder.
Two, NPCs,
I watch him a lot.
Which is a master craftsman
And a stone construct.
and a stone construct who is designed for knocking down walls.
Would have been really great right now.
They're just chilling at the moment. They're out in the
They're
garden
at
now.
the
They
beach
don't
having
really.
a holiday.
Yeah, yeah.
It's alright. Yeah.
I did say it wouldn't be presumptuous, but
Okay, it's fine. It's alright. It's alright. Cool. I got you. Alley up, and I go to climb to meet up with Alani.
Climbing
if you
roll.
do need it, she'll help you up.
Yeah.
Can I give Robin a little boost to help in that class? I mean, I know
Give a
we don't
boost,
get advantage, but
Well, no, it's the thing is your boost. If it was like a wall, sure. A building the size of a cathedral, even
That's
just
fair.
your full body height is only
that's
a
I'm
boost to
short.
get-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I argue
Can I
an acrobatics roll for this.
Well, I was gonna say, and I can try to point out
It
where
is-
I went.
Yeah, because I made Alini do climbing because there is a climbing roll. It is a climbing thing because you're scaling a wall.
Which is
Yeah,
strength, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Touch.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: acrobatics, I would allow for going down.
Yeah.
Going up is climbing because it has to be you need the upper body strength to actually physically climb things. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Saz.
I would like to use that success.
Yeah, this is it.
Nice. I almost used it for
I
Apocalypse.
have not a single thing, and I have a +1 in strength. Like, the
Yeah.
only thing I
Yeah.
don't have any other pluses in is magic.
You know?
Nothing. So I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Historically,
take
it
that.
has been Bella that does the climbing.
Yeah, well, the thing is that Finch usually boosts me, so so I get some good holdings and get on there, kind of thing. Alright. It's a nice rock. What am I doing?
I was trying to find some place that would be easier to have a nice chain reaction of this falling.
Gotcha.
But, yeah.
Okay. Rub my chin. Let's see. As I look around to see how I can figure out where we can structurally collapse this.
Sure. So investigation, searching, maybe a bit of seeing somewhere in those three. Can I just also pause? I just need to say, Umbrio, your comment there about Smasher Pass Building Edition. I am a geography teacher, and we teach a technique in urban geography where you look at buildings, right, and you have to judge them on cleanliness. Is there graffiti? Is it an attractive building? Is there clean air? Is there, like, so you actually have to judge a building, and me and my classes call it Building Smasher Pass. So it's so fucking funny that you wrote that in chat, and I was like, no, this is like,
But you don't get it. It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's real. Because a couple of years ago I had a class and I laughed and called it Building Smasher Pass, and I was like, I maybe shouldn't make that joke with my kid, and they found it so fucking funny. So now every year we just call it Building Smasher Pass. So
Nice.
that's really fucking funny. Sorry. Sidebar. I just had to, because typing that out would have taken too long. I needed you to know that I saw you in that comment.
So
and that's
funny.
You have been
wild.
seen. Acknowledged.
Yes,
We do pay attention. We do pay attention to chat.
we do.
Yeah.
We do. We love
All right.
y'all.
I'll go ahead and do investigation since it's
investigation
It
works.
has a come on, buddy.
Yeah.
I wish I used saying my sayings
buddy.
better.
Let's go. 18 on my investigation.
Nice.
Nice.
It takes a little bit, and you kind of, I would say what it is that you do is you look at the part that has collapsed and notice for patterns in the breaking, right? So the section that has collapsed and what direction that is spreading in. And it allows you to kind of see where those structural beams likely are underneath the slates and the sort of the way that this roof has been tiled. And you reckon, knowing the rough layout of what is underneath you, that what you're trying to do is following a very particular direction. So if you're gonna be applying damage to anything up here to make this collapse, it's gonna be somewhere along that line.
Yeah.
It's either gonna take an awful lot of big force to do it, or repeated force along this direction.
You wouldn't happen to have? I kind of like point out like where the chain reaction would start, but it's just like, but it's then I look over and it's like, do you have any saltpeter?
No.
Let's see, I have dragon's blood, incriminating documents, blah blah.
I mean, I was just going to hit it.
I do have a pipe.
To be fair.
I can make a pipe bomb.
I think,
I know.
like, Eleni just grabs her sword. It's just like the 6-foot sword that's on her back. Like,
okay, but like, wouldn't a bomb be cool?
the point is, I don't want her to think that it was artificially done.
That is true. Fair.
So, as much as I would like to bomb this place, it would be very satisfying.
Yeah, I think a couple of whacks right here structurally would do incredibly well. I would, man, it'd actually be really good if we just got people kind of set up along the lines and we didn't have to collapse it completely. You just weaken it in certain spots, and then just get this one and just make it more smashing than slashing. Because if somebody investigates and see that you like cut through this, it would look like it would be suspicious.
Yeah, I was going to use the handle.
Okay. You can also just use the flat of it.
You might want to get off the roof.
Okay.
Thank you.
Kind of slide down the tiles, and I look down and be like, "Who's gonna catch me?"
Oh God.
No one.
There's a dwarf falling
will
off the roof.
help her down with like the vines. Just
Do I need to make a roll?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I'll
The
allow
thing
the
is,
acrobatics here.
I know
Okay.
Bella will try and catch her.
Cool. Acrobatics.
You can
Don't do
take
that.
your way down.
We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
I
Damn.
am a nimble little dwarf.
You're
Let's
a
go.
nimble dwarf, yeah.
It's because I'm bottom heavy. Like all my center of gravity is like on my
Mhm.
lower half, so I'm good.
Letting that happen.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to do is if there's any like loose rocks,
Mhm.
I would like small ones. I would like to wedge them, like a few of them along that crack that she pointed out to me,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna take the butt of the sword and
Good stuff.
hit really hard on those areas in an
Okay.
attempt to do that.
All right. We'll say that to get a decent bit falling in, you're gonna need 3 successes at this.
Oh shit.
Because it's not like you're just gonna hit the one. You're gonna be hitting along several points of weakness. But I'll allow you to roll with your weapon as an attack if you like. But
Yes,
if
please.
you have might, which is in strength, that some warriors like to take, you could.
I do not. I only have heavy blades and intimidation.
Okay.
Intimidate that
I would
rock
like to.
into falling.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will fall. Yeah, because I don't think heavy blades helps here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to think, do I have any cool shit that I can add to this? Let me look just for one quick second.
Mm-hmm.
You also have a success, Joel.
Smoke.
Yes. I also have two-hander style. Now go with me. Just go with me.
Mm-hmm.
When you hit with a melee attack with two-handed weapon, you can move the target 2 yards in any direction. So if I'm moving parts of this down 2 yards.
Yeah. 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 Okay. I'll adjust what the assumed DC is of the success to kind of counter the fact that you're able to push the ceiling 2 yards down.
I mean, also, I don't expect to not get unscathed for the record. Because I'm
there's a chance that you
may
may just fall down here. Yeah, because you're standing on the thing to hit the thing. Yeah, it's
Also, I'm just gonna look around to make sure they're out of there, right? Like they're far enough away on the ground, away from this area.
Well, they're
Okay.
down and on the outside of the building. You're doing something that would affect the inside of the building.
Yeah. Just making sure. Okay.
Mhm.
Fingers crossed, everybody. Okay. Can I aim?
Yeah.
Have that ability here. Never mind. 14 and 4
You
strike
can.
points on the first one.
You should. Let me go into your. Well, it'd be a +2 if you were doing. Aim.
I don't think I have it.
Fine. Well, it should all. Let me go in and I'll just change your sheet to like prompt for aim. 'Cause
Thank
you've
you.
got never use aim. You need to prompt for aim.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right. You should now be able to. It'll come up with a little pop up to ask you if you want to aim.
We can do the next ones that way. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. 14 with 4 stunt points.
Yeah, I would say you kind of get good. You hear the distinctive crack beneath you. Nothing has fallen yet because you need to get that 3rd success to get that collapse happening.
All right. I will move over to the next tiny rock that I wedged in there. Public roll, submit. Yes, I would like to aim. 16.
Nice. Another crack. You feel as you're. If you take a step at this point, you hear the creaking beneath you. You are standing on very unsteady ground right now.
Yeah,
but that's a good thing. I mean, you want it to collapse, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to slide with it. I'm not going to like stomp my big heavy armor. And I'll be honest, if anyone sees Eleni's face, I think it's kind of like a just joy on her face. Just like, fuck this place. Yeah,
It's
like,
yeah, buddy, let's
I was
Yeah,
gonna
buddy.
say the walls here are maybe too tall for them to see you, but you know what? I like that visual. Somehow these people are able to
well,
see you
and
up there. Yeah.
she's an
What do you
elf,
see
and
with
she
your
does
elven
have
eyes?
very bright yellow eyes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
there's any
Mhm.
light here, they might see it.
Oh my god!
With 6 step points. I'm even gonna throw in a
So
mighty blow there
good.
for funsies.
Yeah, you know what?
Also,
Yeah, you
jump the initiative.
yeah, you can roll a few things here. I would say there's a way of spending stump points to move yourself. It's moving your opponent or yourself 2 yards
Mhm.
after a hit. You might want to do that
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
to
Jump the
try to
initiative
jump out the way.
if I can jump out.
Yeah. So, sure, I will say, what I'd like you to do is roll me acrobatics if you have it, if not a dexterity. We'll assume that you've managed to not fall in. I want to see how cool you make it look,
Sure. I
jumping
have
away from
nothing
this.
in dexterity, so it's just be dexterity. Hopefully it
Well, you
doesn't suck.
know, yeah.
Hopefully you don't die, you know?
Oh, 20 with 6 step points, baby.
And like, it's
Please keep rolling this well when
So-
we're in a
Yes,
fight.
please.
elven gods are with you right now.
Do you want me to describe what happens here, or do you want you to describe what happens here? Because I have a few ideas, but you know.
Yeah, I was about to say, how about this? I will start it and please embellish.
Mhm.
So I think, especially because of this place, as complicated as she feels about it, but there's still this overwhelming joy of number one, violence, which she likes, but number two, specifically, fuck this place. And so each hit, like the first hit is kind of like, I'm just doing my job. The second one's like, yeah, let's do this. And the third one's like, fuck this place and everything about it in my life. So when she hits the third one, I'll say she even uses the force of the third one because it was the strongest to essentially propel herself a little bit away to the more structural sound places.
Mhm.
And then as it's like falling and collapsing a little bit, like brick by brick kind of thing, not all at once, as the dust starts kicking up and getting louder and bigger, that's behind her and framing her. And then she finds just some traction in the vines that are there and does not a superhero jump kind of thing, but absolutely like a Hulk smash jump,
Oh, yeah.
and just like hits the ground, but in a way that doesn't like cause a crater or anything.
It's
But
a
it's a
superhero
nice,
land,
like,
but
yeah,
the
it's a nice
superhero
like
land
landing.
by an elf. Because the elves are more I one thing I have always kept from Elder Scrolls is that the wood elves, for them, the reason that they're more nimble and can run around and all this sort of stuff is that their bone density is lighter. I just like to keep that for my elves because I think that's fucking cool, and your structural frame is smaller than a human and blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
you do, when that sort of like jump move using a bit of vines, there's like a slight slide on the sort of slated tiles, and then you jump, and this is a high wall, but you manage to like land in a way that it's quite graceful despite the heavy armor that you're wearing. It looks fucking cool, everybody.
And not like a hair out of place. Because again,
Oh yeah.
I'm
Well, I'd like to think
Titus.
it's
I gotta look
no.
beautiful.
We're going Dragon Age Veilguard. Hair
Yes.
mechanic though. Like it like moves
Hair
in a way that's like lots of hair physics. So you land and it like flat, and then just
Curtains.
like all lands perfectly in place.
Yeah.
You can stand up and just like
Oh crap.
yeah.
They're like, I think for the first
10,
time
10.
in the last like day or so you'll see her.
Uh-huh.
This is the happiest she's ever looked.
Mm.
Just like that was
That's
fun.
in character.
Okay. Yeah. Like just like like I just destroyed shit. Like this feels
Yeah.
good.
I appreciate
Anyway.
your enjoyment of violence, and I'm glad that we're on the same side for now.
Me
Violence
too.
is fun. Like, I think we are.
It's very stress relieving.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And she'll turn to the two guys, Mickey.
Mickey's looking at you like you imagine
Oh,
a
no.
small child who just saw a superhero do something cool.
Yeah.
Like you've just
You're
seen
their
Superman.
hero now.
And like
Oh, no.
he is like face slack jaw just watching at you, and you turn to him, he's like
I don't think she actually, for the first time, you might actually hear her chuckle a little bit from her, like an actual genuine chuckle, and just Mickey,
Yeah.
thank you for okay, thank you for finding the door. I think you and
Oh.
Ander should go back to the carriages and wait in the safety of one.
Oh. Okay.
What do you want to do?
Just stands there for a moment watching you. It's like, I don't know. Just,
I think he wants to be you right now.
She doesn't react to that. Just
yeah.
okay.
Well, I have some. We can speak about that later.
Oh,
But I don't mind going back to the carriage.
I don't know what we're gonna find down there, and I don't think it's gonna be good. So,
Do you want us to keep watch up here?
yes, but
Okay.
if
What sound would you like me to use to let you know that there's somebody coming?
to be honest, if someone's coming, I don't want you to make a sound. I actually want you to leave. We can find our way back.
How would I let you know?
How about this? Leave one carriage behind, take everyone with you. And if we hear the carriage rumbling, we'll know.
Okay. We can do that, right, Ender? He's like, yes.
How far
Yes, we can.
away was the house from here?
A bit of a ways.
Okay.
A bit of a
Like,
ways, yeah, because you're about 25 minutes outside of the city, and it took you
Okay.
maybe about the same. So yeah,
Okay.
best part of an hour.
Ignore me then.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have an idea, but it's useless.
Okay. And you can report to me when I get back, either to the carriage or to the house.
Yeah, okay, because I have a few things that. Well, do you what? You asked for us to look inside, right?
I did.
Do you want
Is
to know
it-
what we found right now?
And I think she kind of doesn't look at the others, but kind of just like just a little like indication. Just, do you think it's important to not say in front of them?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Looks to Ander. Yeah.
And they're kind of, perhaps with some discretion.
Gotcha.
It can wait. I don't know that it's important to what you're currently actively doing.
Yeah. Then yes, it will be when I either get back to the carriage or if you have to leave at the house. Just make sure you're safe.
Understood.
Thank you. Be careful.
Yes. I'll make sure we get back safely, because I think his mother would have my hide if anything happened to him.
Mine too, in some way, I'm sure. Like food poisoning. All right. She'll turn around and join the others and just. I don't know if this is important, but it's definitely not a place I've been before in here. And we'll go to open the thing. Or we'll investigate before I open, just in case. But
Yeah. You're gonna go over. You'll have to do a little bit of digging. Everyone can kind of help do that. I'm gonna say a couple things, and it's up to you guys how you choose to react to this. Eleni, you feel a bit of warmth at the thing that you wear around your neck, which is usually a sign that it's something that you need to deal with. Ophelia, you feel that sort of presence of a magical item activating, I guess. You can kind of feel that shift. I like to think that mages are very sensitive to shifts in magic and that it's almost like a sensory thing. Maybe even Bella with your little nose ring. It's not necessarily that you know the direction, you just know that something in this area has kind of activated in a way. how any of you choose to react to that. Unfortunately, because it's a magical thing, Robin's not gonna notice. You can kind of take point in being able to dig here, though.
Something's happening.
Oh,
Something magical. It activated.
like under the rubble, or
I don't know. Just I can't. I don't know the direction. I can just sense it in a way, but very faintly.
Okay, so she's like, I'm gonna go check on them before we leave, since we're still
Mm.
above ground.
You might want to send them back home now.
Yes, I will.
If they need anything,
Mhm.
tell them to go to Sharrow and Finch. They will help.
Will do. Thank you. And Eleni will then turn around. She's not going to go to them, but go in that direction and then find like a little alcove where she can be alone. And pull out whatever mirror it is.
Yeah. Okay. So Helene peels off to go and deal with the two elves. You guys have the probably halfway uncovered latched doors. You do notice that as you uncover more of this door, those of you who are kind of focusing on that, there's carvings in this that are. It is draconic motifs in a way. It makes sense given the nature of what you're here for. But they seem old and important, so you don't put this amount of detail and carve into doors that lead to like the wine cellar. You know.
Yeah, gotta protect our wine.
I mean, some
if you're not
houses,
Siva, maybe.
yeah, some
Yeah, I was
houses
gonna say,
maybe
like-
do, right? But a temple, it feels a little weird to carve in that way. The vibe, that sudden feeling of a magical shift dies down though and seems to ease off. I'm going to do the call first and then hop back to you three. You take out one. It's the one you've had the longest.
Gotcha.
And the voice on the other side sounds a bit more concerned than the last time you spoke. Are you in a safe place to talk?
Safe from home. But we still have our guest. They're out of earshot at the moment.
There have been light flares noted in that location in Saharan.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, I'm not there. My spies have made note that there is sounds of a dragon.
Said
And
he was close.
those who have the ability to do so suspect that there is magic going on. I am concerned that, given the nature of what it's trying to achieve and what you have already reported and about what is going on with his plans, that he is likely to try and trap a spirit into this dragon so that it can be controlled. This is highly troubling for a number of reasons.
Yes.
I feel like it has reached a point now. The end stage of this plan has to be enacted.
He also has notes from the machine that's almost completed.
Mm-hmm. If information is obtainable, I of course would like to have that. But I think it is more important that this is stopped. I will let you make your judgments.
As far as getting us out to Taventer, shall we make a pit stop to Saharan first?
It's up to you the order that you do things. But if you think it is possible and people are amenable to it, then I will let that be your judgment. You are a good judge of character, after all. It is important that you're able to get out.
Yeah.
Don't go in without an exit plan.
Yes, my lord.
He makes a sound that you know he
I was
makes
like,
every
I
time
think
you
there's a
call him
little
that.
smirk. Yeah.
Yeah. Where he's like, ugh.
Yeah. Will be dealt with. I'll deal with it personally.
Right. There are a few exit points there. Do what I can to help. I'll make sure that there are people nearby for you.
Will do. We'll make it quick.
I've pulled them back for now, after they've handed this information to me, but
He did sound very happy. You might want to keep a quicker eye.
report in when you feel it's...
We may have found something that they need. My reaction happened.
Ah. Is it going to be a problem?
I don't think so. But if they don't have it, it may help us.
Be very cautious around that.
Who knows? It may make me as an old friend.
Remove it then. Best it's not in anyone else's hands.
Will do.
Alright, I need to go.
Same.
Things are difficult where I am.
There. I think the ones with the old one are on the move. But all of these will be dealt with.
We've encountered those who are with the Elder One. That is perhaps a report for another time. For now,
Be safe.
good luck. Mm-hmm.
And then she'll close the mirror.
Yep.
And
Okay.
make her way back over.
Mm-hmm. So while that's happening, you three are here with this interesting door, the sudden spike, and it is eased now. Is there anything that you were doing, talking about in this interim period? It wasn't massively long conversation, so however much you feel is feasible in that time.
So,
Okay.
there's some things on this door.
The door has carvings, like there's dragon motifs carved into the wood of this door, so it feels like, you know, it's interesting.
Phil would have asked Ophelia if her knowledge of magic could maybe decipher. Not, I know the runes aren't exactly a language, but what they are used for, or what kind of magic it is.
Could I roll arcane lore or magic to
Yeah.
sense anything about it?
Yeah.
Would you prefer cunning arcane lore or magic?
Mm-hmm. Maybe cunning lore.
Rolling cunning lore, go. 13 with 3 stunts.
Okay. What I will say is that it's enough for you to know that this door is not magical. There are no runes here. There are carvings that have a draconic motif, and the door is showing a significance in that sense. The fact that this has been here long enough that grass has grown over and rooted over the top of it suggests that this has not been open in a very long time. But it in of itself is not magical. There is no magic cast on this area. And you know that after you inspect it a little bit. So whatever that blip was not this door.
Can I check for
You don't
traps?
you don't believe. Yeah, you can check for traps, sure.
Cool.
Make a traps roll.
Traps roll. 15.
No traps. Definitely locked. It's a fairly intricate lock here. And it's gonna be there's gonna be rust here. So it's not gonna be an easy one to do, but yeah, it's definitely locked.
Oh, it's like, well, it's not magical and there's no traps. And I look up at Bella like, do you wanna-
Lockpick ready.
do you wanna open it?
You know I do.
Let's do it. Like,
I feel like that's like a thing with them is like Robin checking for traps, Bella lockpicking it.
yeah,
It's
a
the
thing.
duo. It's a combo.
It's a thing, yeah. Like, I also have lockpicking just in case you're not there, but
Yeah.
it's just like, you don't have the trap checking techniques that I have. So
And I have
Yeah.
also thievery, so if I fail, I can re-roll.
yeah, so it's just like, go ahead.
Yeah. She has the little lockpick kit that it's the one from the game where it's like this little like cone shaped
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
I love the kits in Inquisition.
I love
yeah.
it. So she will kind of kneel on one knee and just start lockpicking it.
Sure.
She's in my dex.
Dex.
19. Open this
Wow.
bitch.
Shit.
Yeah, you definitely you can feel where it's rusted, and so you kind of almost have to use your thieves tools to like scrape at the rust
Yeah.
at first, and then eventually you hear that first click and then move it, and then there's more scraping, then yeah, oh, nearly second click, and it takes a little while, but you're able to masterfully open this thing that should be really quite difficult. Given its age, that the exposure to the elements, being under grass means that it's got all kinds of oxidation happening to the metal here. But you get that open. And with all of the grass kind of cleared off, you're going to be able to pop those doors open. That is just going to be as Eleni's catching up to you guys.
That was satisfying. It's been a while since I've encountered a
Progress
very difficult.
It's like, we can't pass up a door.
Exactly.
With the lock and pretty runes on it. Like, come on.
The pretty dragons on it.
We gotta check this shit out.
For the record, do I know those runes or anything? Like, do I recognize any of the markings on this?
No, there's no runes. Like
It's
I say,
just,
it is
dragon-
dragon
gotcha.
carvings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
just
there is
misunderstood,
motif.
yeah.
Oh, you're good.
It is not
Like, they're
you
probably
usually
not modern.
know the style. No, definitely not modern. And it's not like this is a family crest, and it's definitely not Venatori, because Venatori are a recent thing.
Yeah, they're new.
This is old school, you know. It's quite beautiful,
Yeah.
in a way, you know. Once you kind of clear things off and you can see the detailing.
I think Eleni just looks at them and honestly, I think she just goes in. Like, I think she just first one opens it. Yep. Just-
Hey!
Yeah,
What's our
sorry.
door?
I think she even kind of looks at you just like, do you really want to be the first one to meet whatever's in there?
Absolutely.
She'll lift the door and open it for her. And just go.
You
And I
understand.
stealth the fuck down.
You underestimate how gung ho she is. So
Just
Sure.
figured I
It
could
is-
take more damage.
Yeah, exceptionally dark in there.
Mhm.
There's not a single light source to be had.
Nice.
So
You
So
see?
except like
even-
what's coming in from
you
top,
yeah
right?
yeah. So the getting in there, you guys can kind of climb down. It's like a ladder, and you get into an area, and there's like a slight cone of light where it's letting in from the door, but in front of you, it is just
darkness.
it's like pitch darkness. Like uncannily dark.
Ooh.
If
So
I
even
summon
with-
my light wisp, would that even penetrate, or is it like a magical darkness?
Your light wisp is going to help. Yes.
Like
It is as you traverse, it is going to have the effect of being somewhere that is very dark with a torch in a way, in that there's light around the light wisp, and so you're gonna have to move the light wisp to anything that you want to look at, for the time being.
So even to Bella and me, it's pitch black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you guys
that's
have
unusual.
Our
you guys
eyes, our
have
people just
yeah, so you guys don't have uh
dark vision.
dark vision in a traditional sense. Elves are described as having it more like cats, and cats can't see in total darkness,
Yeah.
but they are able to take in more light, so you can see
More
more
detail.
in dim lighting.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can. Um, when there's no light source. I mean, now that there is a bit of a light source, you guys can see a little better, and so you might be able to see slightly further in the radial of this ball of light. But um, it is dark, and you kind of look around and you can see, if you move that light wisp, that there's a sort of platform almost, and then another ladder that leads down. So you came down onto this sort of platform area. It's well carved, beautifully made ground that you're standing on, actually.
Is
And
it
then
really
another ladder.
dusty? Like I know the door's been
Yeah,
locked and it's rusted, but
yeah. In as much as you can get unnatural dust, but dust tends to collect when various stuff is blown, or there has to be something generating the dust in the first place, or a
Yeah.
wind that is directing things that kind of causes that to collect. When something has been perfectly sealed, there's a certain amount of layer that you're going to get, but
It's just what was in there
not
before it
as
was
much
sealed.
if this was like a natural tunnel that you were going
kind
in,
of
where there
been
was
like
something
gotcha.
air
sealed.
sealed.
Almost,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's actually
Yeah,
sealed.
it's like an
Okay.
airtight seal. Mm-hmm.
And I can tell that this was carved, not naturally made.
Yeah, the bit that
Yeah.
you were on was man-made. As for what's below the second ladder, you're not sure. But if we all start to file down,
Mm.
Ophelia, could you send the wisp down to the bottom of the ladder?
are you
first?
closing the door above you, or are you keeping that open?
Can we keep a something wedged into the door for a crack?
My question is the door in somewhere where, if say Eleanor would come, would it be obvious, like, hey, there's a door there that wasn't there before?
Well, it was around the back, so
Okay.
depending on what angle she decided to take, or if she walks the perimeter, you know.
We can.
As much as I would like to see what's in here, it doesn't look like she's probably been here either.
No, but whatever's in here could. I don't know. I would hesitate to say help, because I don't think anything in this temple is meant to help people like us against people like her, but we could look at it now or after, if we survive her.
Is there any motifs I can see around?
Not
Like
at
any
this
kind of clue?
level.
Okay.
If you went down the ladder, there might be things that you see. Up here, this is like a landing platform almost.
Yeah.
It's not even like a full leveled floor of a room.
Yeah. I think I kind of look at everybody and just, we'll spend a little time. There might be something she wants here. Who knows? Can bargain and distract her with it. But let's not spend too long. And Laney will go. No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're closing. Did we say we're closing the door?
We can leave it cracked, put like a little rock in it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like one big door or two hinge?
Two hinged.
Two hinged. Okay.
The one that's like, that was kind of, how do I say this? A little slightly more exposed when Mickey lifted it. I'll close that side, but I'm going to leave the other side open and pull the vines back over it. So it's not.
Well, it was grass rather than vines.
Sorry, grass.
Yeah.
but just try to like cover it a little bit. So the part that was more visible after he lifted and pulled it, I'm gonna close that side. So there's still a little light. And you would have essentially you would have to try to look for it. Is the
Are you
hope.
guys gonna send that light wisp up to Eleni who's doing this, or are you gonna keep it down there with you guys?
I mean, she needs
Ophelia
it.
can't. It has to stay with her.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
do my best.
Yep. So you can kind of get that mostly
Just
covered,
feeling for it.
like we're
Yeah.
like I said, we're definitely in evening hours have started. So as you're climbing down, you can feel the ladder as you're going down it. You cannot see
Yeah.
anything. You can see a light spot at the bottom of here, and as you kind of
That's
get to
fine.
the bottom, you can walk towards where this light is. Yeah.
Yeah. I will do so.
Are we going down?
We're going down, down. Sorry.
I was gonna do our yelling timber.
Around.
Yelling timber.
I've shown my email. I'm sorry.
As much as Eleni actually doesn't think this is a good idea, yes, she will go down.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
What order are
Let's
we going
go,
down?
girls.
Since it's
Despite
pitch black, I will go first.
Yeah. I was about to say, despite Ophelia having the light wisp, I don't think the squishy mage should be first.
I think the mage should be in the middle.
Okay.
Little mage sandwich will protect you.
Okay.
So I will have to feel with this, but that's okay. Even if I fall, it's gonna hurt, but less to y'all or less to me than y'all. So yeah.
Eleni followed by.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Then Ophelia.
Robin.
Then Bella will take up the rear.
The light should be enough that they can see around it. Like it's a lantern level, so like 30-foot radius.
Yeah, but I'm sure going down, I'll have to like feel with my feet first. You know,
Yeah. Just because you've got torch on doesn't mean that it doesn't make it easier.
Eleni is much more brave than me. So,
Especially
yeah,
if you have like your own body shadow covering that shit, it's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's glinting off the armor, but probably not. Yeah.
Well, you've got a Robin
Blocking,
blocking
yeah.
part of it. It's fine. You guys are going to go down. You're just going to go and like trust fall it, and hope that there's that solid ground to put your foot on, and that there's nothing big and
not
scary down here.
spikes or monsters or whatever, you know.
Okay.
Sure, it's fine.
It's
Yep.
fine.
Eventually, you will get your feet down on something that feels solid.
Can I do hearing when I get down here?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
For sure.
Please be good. 15? Not bad.
Not bad. It is that kind of sound where, a lot of it is just the sounds of people climbing down this ladder. You can't hear anything in particular down here. You hear trickling, like not like a waterfall and not like a water feature in a garden, but like a small little fountain type thing. Like it's fairly little, but you can hear some water movement, even though it is very small in scale, happening somewhere in the distance. The general echoing of these sounds like whatever you've just come down into is fairly large in size.
Like,
Large
There's,
room.
you would know the sound of an echo if it was just a small tight corridor, because the sound is bouncing off the walls. This
be quicker.
is a larger echo.
Yeah.
With where we came in, does it, I know I can't see it or anything, but do I get a sense that it mirrors the size above us? Like, were we in the center, if you will, kind of thing? Like this is a mirrored
Possibly.
chamber
Yeah,
above?
it's
Okay.
at least as big as that.
Okay. I'll wait. I'll step a little away from the ladder and wait for them to get down. But when they're done climbing, I will point out the water sound, liquid rotating sound. Yeah. Also, I think this chamber is quite big.
Yeah. When you get down to the bottom, that sort of like, the lantern light around you. There's a section of this room that you guys can kind of see. The floor that you're stood on is paved. It's almost tiled, but it's definitely more like stone than it is like, ceramic tile. And like either side it's fixed into the wall rather than something that is handheld, but there is two braziers that could have fit a light source in them. It doesn't look like there's anything in there to like light on fire though.
Oh, that's okay, because guess what I have with me? A mess of elf fruit.
Do we not want to light that on fire?
The brazier?
Well, I mean, you just put like the dry, like you can put the stems and stuff in there, like instead of like the nugs.
I have flint and steel.
Okay,
There's
help.
nothing
there's
in the
nothing
brazier.
inside
Yeah, no,
the
to help.
brazier. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Help
To
for
like-
it
the
to burn.
stickies.
Mm-hmm.
I also have some spider webbing, which and that could burn.
Sorry.
I got glue.
My immediate thought was break ladder, put wood in there. No, I'm not
I
going
mean,
to.
stop that.
you could like take one of the like the bottom step off, and like, you know.
Maybe
Is it
let's
These
not
are
destroy
creaky
it.
wood?
Yeah,
Actually.
Tevinter would not have wooden for their listen. They are
Those are
that
stone
is
ladders.
That is
Those are
well,
carved.
it will be metal that's like kind
I-
of bolted into a wall. Yeah.
Gang.
Mm.
Do you know how much oil I have in my bag?
Oh, there we go.
Like, do we have extra cloth that we can burn in here?
Yeah, like all we gotta do is take like
I got the
these
cloth
dry
mask.
socks.
I got gloves.
Take these socks that I carry, put them in oil, and there you go.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
We still need something to burn, but if we have time,
The
we can see if
socks.
there's anything in here. Socks are like this big.
I have a
Burn
tent.
for that long.
We can burn my tent.
I wear thigh highs.
Yeah,
Still,
Robin wears.
they're still like this though. That's not like
I have a
full-on
canvas
wood fire.
tent. I have a canvas tent.
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
burn that.
You can burn some canvas. We got
At
it.
least let's light a few of them and see if there's anything in here we can burn.
Okay.
Your tent is gonna be wax canvas if it's meant to.
Yeah,
be
I was gonna say,
waterproof.
it's gonna be waterproof.
Because if it's waterproof, yeah, unless it's getting soggy during rain. Because the whole point is it keeps you dry.
Let's just
Yeah,
we
like-
can let's keep the whisk lights for now, and let's see if we can find something to burn, like Eleni said.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
let's
So
keep traveling with our little whisks.
would like to number one see if I can find anything that burns, but also number two, are there any markings in here? Like tiled floors? Are they
Sure.
motifed in any way?
Yeah, you can start to move out, and I would say this is probably investigation or searching.
What about seeing or tracking?
Seeing, sure. Because the whole point of searching is like, well, you're trying to look for hidden things rather than
Well,
just looking around.
Can I also
Yeah.
look around with Eleni? Is that okay?
Sure, if you have searching, yes.
I do
Legit.
actually.
so
I
not
would like-
seeing.
Yeah, searching or investigating, because it's not like just looking around, because we've established it's very dark. So
Yeah.
Uh,
Dang, it just sucks for me. Bees be good-ish.
Oh, you did better
15?
than I did. Oh wait, no, that's not me. Yeah, that is me. 11.
yeah, they're wild.
15-ish.
Okay. With the 15, because this would have been a little tougher to do. Although Robin, you're not far behind. So once it's kind of like it's apparent that this is a thing and Eleni notices it, you'll follow that up and also see it. There is as you move a little bit to figure out this space, just a little further ahead, so maybe like one or two steps from Ophelia, that allows the light to then travel with, presents this sort of half pillar that appears to have like a handled switch on it.
Just see Robin get wild eyes. It's like, oh.
It's not picking up your audio, Robin.
It's not?
Oh,
It
there
is
we go.
now.
Okay.
It is now.
Elena, you probably just see that same wild eye look that Robin got, earlier
Don't
with the
touch it.
box. Oh my god, I want to. I can check for traps.
She's good
Because
at
that's the
that.
thing. Knowing Teventer, the chairs were gonna fill up with like water and shit. Like, I, let me put it this way: Eleni does not trust that shit. Okay, just
We should probably
Does that prevent
investigate.
Robin from doing anything about it, though?
I would straight up grab her hand. Like,
Yeah, no, I am not going to grab the handle, but all switches are connected to some sort of mechanism to do stuff. I would like to look around it to see, like, try and
Where
figure
it's
out
tied
what this
to.
does. Yeah.
do I see any motifs around it at all in any way?
Not the handle.
Well, I mean, like even around the pillar.
Mm-mm. It's just like a small, like, half pillar thing. This
Mm.
purpose, it's like stone, and its purpose is to have this lever on top of it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was like a full
No, it's
thing.
not a
And
full
okay,
pillar.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like
Just
it
half.
is it
Okay.
is
Yeah.
about like this like it's just a half pillar that comes up about just over waist height with a
Yeah.
handle on it.
I'm looking to see if there's any gears or chains or anything. I want to
No.
like if I can try and figure out what this is now.
Yeah, it
Going to
looks
move
like because
back.
the if you look at it, the handle like the base of the handle appears to be metal, but everything around it, it's like it's encased in stonework. So if there's a mechanism, it is running on the inside of this pillar.
Can I, because I grew up in a place where things like this are very normal,
Uh-huh.
can I just search my knowledge and lore of, like, the possibilities, like a higher chance of possibility what this does? Have I encountered something like this before?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would you like to use for this?
I think I could use crafting or cultural lore, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Rocks are your culture. So.
Rocks are my culture.
Yeah. The mechanism's the metal part, but I
Yeah.
appreciate the
Yeah.
hustle.
Craft.
I try to help you. I try to help
I
you.
know.
Yeah, like I said, Eleni moves back.
What do you prefer, boss?
Whichever.
So far.
I'm gonna go with crafting just because I think that I'm looking into the engineering and going back into the engineering of this and what I know about things like this. 19.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's definitely very old.
Yeah.
It is not a make that you're massively familiar with. It's definitely not dwarven,
No.
but you would know that like a lever this big, whatever it is that shifts, right? Whatever it is that's moving, because normally it's attached to things that basically do this. That's why you have a switch. Has to be fairly heavy duty to need a switch that big, because this thing is like, a proper handheld
Like a
lever.
gate or a...
Yeah, so gate or something that requires a heavy enough switch that it's not like something that turns up gas levels in certain types of lanterns, or this is something heavier duty. So whatever it is that it does is clearly affecting something that is in this wider room, but the space feels so big that with the one little wisp of a light source is not letting you see the full extent of everything that's in here.
Would I...
But it's right at the front. Like you came down this ladder, and it's like
right
in
here.
front of you guys. Yeah, it's just outside of that.
would
The initial
I-
lantern range at the bottom of the ladder. It's just outside of that. So
With this level of heaviness for a switch like this, would I know... because you have to have a certain level of, like, strength in the distance. Like, it can't be too far away. To like, would it be further away from the
it would
switch?
depend.
Or would it be
Yeah,
closer to the
whatever.
switch?
Yeah, whatever it is, it may affect something that is relatively close, but that could be part, because you know how like cogwheels or things, like it might be that it triggers something else that triggers something else that triggers something else.
Sure.
The initial thing that it is switching is likely, maybe 15 to 20 feet out, maybe. And whether that then triggers something further, you're not sure, but yeah. It's
and
heavy duty.
How far? About how many feet, like steps, did we come down? Like how far down are we?
I don't know an exact count. That is
Okay.
not something that my particular neurospice is going to be good at carrying. But
It's okay.
you were climbing a fair bit. You'd have probably broken a leg if you just free falled that.
Cool. So I like guesstimate like we're like 3 stories down.
2-ish, maybe
2-ish?
close to 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're like 20-25 feet up. Okay. Whatever this triggers is probably within 15-20 feet of the radius. However, I cannot and it's gonna be big, but I cannot confirm if it's just flipping another trigger to something further away. And that's what I tell Eleni. Because I can't see.
I think Eleni looks at Ophelia and just, is there any other light you can give us?
Anyone have a torch?
Just before we cascade something. Because there's no traps, right?
Ophelia's staff also has fire to it, but again, it's not going to give any more light than she can already create around herself. That's the limit of her light ability.
Gotcha. Well, here we go. I think Eleni just grabs it and flips it.
Wait, what?
After you
Just
just
to be honest.
wanted to do it yourself.
To be fair, I mean, legitimately.
Okay, so you turn it. It takes a little bit of oomph to get it to go.
Yeah.
It has been in this position for a very long time, so it's not got them. It takes a bit, but eventually you feel that thunk of something shifting as it switches. And then at one point,
We're dead.
which is
Right.
not terribly far away, it's probably as far away from you now as the ladder is behind you. To the right, you see one of the... It looks like the type of brazier you saw at the ladder. Suddenly there is this green light, not like the fade green like the veil fire, but like...
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, is this
but a
veil fire?
No.
Go ahead.
Just
Yeah.
fire
But,
that is green.
Yeah. It seems like flames just suddenly appear in a brazier about that distance, and then much further away, on your left-hand side, you see a larger brazier seem to light, and it is in a bowl, like a large brazier bowl, being held by a statue, and you can only really make out details of like an interesting shape to the head of this, and then like these large they look like
Yep,
membranous wings at the back of it. You know that you've seen
We've
those
made
types
really
of statues.
bad decisions. It's fine. Go
So
ahead.
like just holding the statue, the brazier lights there. So whatever you switched, it's turned on to braziers, and now you can see a little bit. You can see how far this room goes.
Just a light switch, guys.
Yeah, it looks like from the big brazier, you can see that there are 2 other braziers on the wall near to it that are not lit, but you've at least see the structure and recognize now the pattern of the way that those braziers look. So whatever you switched, it turned 2 lights on in this room, but judging by the size of this room, it's not all of them.
Now,
And-
can I tell if it's a mirror of above? just asking.
Who knows? It's a
Okay,
little hard to judge.
just-
We'll deal with that
okay.
next session. Yeah, we are.
One time.
Yeah, we have turned 2 lights on in a very interesting and mysterious room underneath a temple to the old gods.
Everything's fine.
What are we gonna find down here? Are we gonna keep progressing, or are we gonna GTFO? That's up to you guys.
Oh my god.
We'll.
Oh my goodness.
There might be some fun shit down here. There usually is.
There usually is.
Uh-huh.
But
We'll find that out next session, everybody. Good job, y'all.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Man. I didn't fall asleep till like 2 a.m. last night, so a little eepy. But thank you everybody for coming and showing up. It's so good to be back and to be back in the saddle and playing this game. As far as what I do and what's happening and all that stuff. Obviously, it's this game. This is the only game on my channel. Probably until the end of the year. I don't plan on producing anything else, with the exception I will be airing the last 2 episodes of my Animorphs game whenever we record them, and it'll probably be on a Friday. Just follow Twitter and I'll be in Discord to figure that out. Otherwise, on Thursdays, I'm over at Girls Run These Worlds, where I run a Girl by Moonlight. We're not playing this week because it's Go Dark week, but we will be back in 2 Thursdays from now. And on top of that, I still have a couple of slots in my Extra Life games. I think I have about like 9-ish slots left in various games, and we could use some on those Friday games especially. But yeah, I got a couple slots left if you're interested in playing here to raise in some money to help some sick kids out. Go sign up. First come, first serve. Other than that, that's me. That's all I'm doing. So we're just gonna go around backwards as we started, and everybody else, what can we do? Where are we gonna find you? Kay, you're up, friend.
All right. Hi, I'm Kay Phoenix, or Kay on the internet. I play our Mortalitasi mage, Ophelia. And you can find me here every Saturday for our Dragon Age game because I'm a Val exclusive. I'm also going to participate in our Extra Life weekend when that comes up, so I'm really excited about that too. And that's a me.
Hello, everyone. I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity on the internet and Twitch. I have been Alani, or Tefenter so Parati. As far as where you can find me, I am on my own Twitch channel on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, playing games, doing art too as well. And then I have a few audiobooks coming out very soon. So I will announce those when they come up. And then I'm also going to be in Extra Life as well and playing a vampire that I'm not very good at. We'll figure it out. Anyway, that's me.
Hi everyone, it's my turn. I have been Bella, your city elf rogue, who's just happy to be here and watching everyone pull levers, strange levers, and just ask, can I have a torch, please? Um, but you can find me here Saturdays, playing Bella, who I love very, very much, very different. But if you want to see me in a different elf role, you can catch me Tuesdays on the transmission in another Dragon Age game that our lovely GM here runs, where I'm a very different, neurodivergent, shy Dalish elf boy. A man, actually a male, actually man, elf man.
It's a grown adult
He's a
male.
grown
Yeah.
adult male elf. And I think for now that's all you can find me in. You can also follow my social media. I'm not super active in there because I work a lot. But if you like me, come watch this show, and then come watch the show on Tuesdays over at the transmissions. I'll be there. Same orange hair, same orange time, you know?
And it's me. I'm Emma Hamalu on the internet. You will find me here every Saturday running for these lovely folks with this game. On Tuesdays, as has been mentioned, you will see me over at Transmissions, where I'm running our game where they've escaped the Blight in Ferelden and they're on a ship towards Kirkwall. I'm sure everything will be totally fine in Kirkwall. Don't worry about it. So yeah, so for that, join us on Tuesdays. I'm also a cast member in the Transmissions podcast, Black Teeth, which is a liminal system, and it's a folk horror in Wales. And I play a witch, and it's a lot of fun. As for Extra Life, I am playing on the Friday in slot number 2 for an Uncharted Worlds. There's still a couple spaces there, and the cast for that game is already looking great. So if you want to play,
Stacked.
come join. Yeah, it's pretty stacked. Honestly, it's going to be a great game. And then on the Saturday, I'm running a vampire game where they
I
are.
mean it.
Yeah, they're a group. They're a Camarilla group who are at a fundraiser for a children's hospital because meta. That's me.
All right, and with that, we're gonna raid Green Ronin Publishing, which publishes the Dragon Age tabletop game. It looks like they're
Yay!
playing their Mutants and Monsters, which I think is their superhero type game.
Let them know you came from a Dragon Age stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let them know you're watching some Dragon Age, and we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we will see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.